we all love Norm, and this OJ situation on Update, that people have asked me, was Norm leaving? Was it a direct result? Because I think you were writing for Update with him, right?
He was kind of the producer and co-writer with Norm.
Yeah, you guys were like locked in a room doing it. That was all you guys.
Yeah, Norm on Update was one of my successful projects at the show. Was one that it was entirely he was my candidate in a very crowded field, because the network had determined that they were not going to give Kevin another chance. I personally thought Kevin Nealon had been doing Update from the time Dennis left. And I personally, Neil Nisi Bonham about, the dead, but Herb Sargent was not doing Kevin any favors the way he was running Update. And it was hard to sort of to get help to Kevin, because
it had to go through Herb.
It had to go through Herb, and Herb was sort of like ran interference and wouldn't notes get through and everything. So
he didn't love my Update pieces either.
I felt like the second week I met Norm that he would be a perfect guy if Kevin, left the show or anything. And so when the network announced, it was Ohlmeyer going, no, Nealon's out. He's dead. He's gone. Forget about it. Not happening. So that started this thing where there were several different candidates, but Norm was my guy. And it's sort of, he wasn't initially the favorite, but he sort of survived. And so as far as the OJ stuff is concerned, that, if you remember, the murders by persons as yet unknown happened in June of 1994, which is when we were having this meeting out in LA, which, by the way, ended. I was summoned out for the first time to have a notes meeting with, as head writer / producer of the show. And Lauren and I were out there at the NBC headquarters, and it was Don Ohlmeyer and Rick Ludwin and Warren Littlefield. I think Bernie Brillstein was in the meeting, I'm pretty sure. And so they were, and Ohlmeyer, they were very unhappy with the show because the ratings had dropped. And I thought we were on like a sugar high the year before that, in 92, 93, from the Wayne's World movie, that sort of was bound to come down. We had the debates and stuff. And so the ratings dropped, albeit to a rating number that they would die for today.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they were giving us their notes on what they didn't like and everything. And I had gone there. My marriage was falling apart because of the time at the show and stuff. And so I was sort of feeling like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. So my attitude was, I'm not going to do anything to save my job. I'm not going to beg or plead or agree to I'm going to just tell them what I think. And if they don't like it, it's just as 6-1 to me if I get fired or not. And in the end, that sort of backfired, because I heard later, like, Ohlmeyer was impressed by your moxie. He did, which is not the intention. But anyway, so they were talking about Update, and they just said, and Kevin had to go. I would never have I loved Kevin. I still love him.
He's
he was
unreal.
He was a great favorite with the writers. Yeah.
And you could have helped Kevin.
I could have. I thought if they had been willing to keep Kevin, but get rid of Herb, I think that we could have turned that thing around. But anyway, that was not the option available. So anyway, but the meeting ended only because visiting hours were starting at LA County, and Ohlmeyer had to go visit OJ.
Wow.
That's why that meeting ended finally, mercifully. And so then when the fall came, there's a whole other story with how Norm came to be the guy, but Norm is doing Update. And I told him at the beginning, I said, look, I don't mean anything, nothing about her, but attempts have been made in the past to help people doing Update, and that her blocked all efforts because he got, was threatened and territorial and everything. And so I told Norm, like, look, we're not going to fuck around. We're not going to let Herb do to you what he did to Kevin. And so you can have your Herb meeting, but you got to have a later one with me, because I'm not fucking around this time. It's too important. And North say, yeah, that sounds great. So what would happen is we first of all opened the piece up for the first time to lots and lots of writers. So you suddenly got a lot more writers contributing. Yeah. And then we would just overrule decisions that Herb made I never even had a conversation with Herb about it. And we just, so to answer your original question, the way Norm came to be fired was we just did the OJ jokes because they were funny. It wasn't, none of us had a hard on for OJ or anything, but it was,
he was in the news every fucking day too. Like you can't avoid it.
Yeah. And so luckily the timing couldn't have been better. The trial opened just before we went on the air. And then the very next year, the fall of 95, the openings, the week of the first show, the verdict came back. And so, but anyway, he just, every week I would hear occasionally from Lauren, and I knew it was Ohlmeyer calling him to complain, but it was Lauren would go like, how is it that you and Norm seem to be the only people absolutely convinced of OJ's guilt? And I would go like, Lauren, come on. I think it's hurting us with black audience. And I said, first of all, we have no black audience.
The glove was very small.
We have no black.
Second, I think it could only help us because black people know that OJ did it. Come on. And so anyway, finally, we did the first season of Update, which was 94, 95. That was the trial. The second season, 95, 96 of Norm's Update, that was the aftermath of the trial and the civil trial, right? And then we threw in the 96, 97, the third season, just for shits and grins. We continued to do it. So I'm sure we did an OJ joke, at least one OJ joke every
show, yeah.
From 94, 95, and 96. And then finally, the fall of 97, that was Norm's fourth season and the season we were fired. Fall of 97.
Package deal.
There was nothing to do. There was nothing to do about OJ. It would have felt like
you feel it's overkill.
Well, no, that part
that's
we
Lauren.
liked. We liked the overkill. We always said,
of course.
In fact, I heard this quote much later, but I wish I'd known it. Joseph Stalin, someone comedy people don't normally quote, but Joseph Stalin said, "Quantity has a quality all its own."
That was like the David Hasselhoff jokes too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we love, and let me just finish. So we opened that season, the fall 97, right? Spring 98. We didn't do any OJ jokes. We didn't do any OJ jokes for the first 8 shows. Wow. And then the Christmas, it was a long stretch of it was like the bombardment has stopped. And then suddenly I think they stopped. They have stopped. It's peace in the valley. And then on the 8th show, we did 2 OJ jokes because there was the one thing about Latrell Sprewell. Remember, he was playing for the Knicks and he went nuts in a practice.
He choked the coach.
PJ Carlissimo.
Oh, choked. Yeah.
So we did a joke about Johnny, and he hired Johnny Cochran as his attorney. And so we did a joke about it, and Cochran has vowed to find the real choker. And then there was OJ. If you remember this one, OJ was in a restaurant in Brentwood, and his presence was bothering some of the other patrons. So the manager of the restaurant said, Mr. Simpson, some of our customers have they're concerned, and we were wondering if you wouldn't mind leaving. And so OJ sued the restaurant, but got something like $300, like a free dinner or something. So we did. Our joke was, in addition, the restaurant must now set up individual or separate murderer and non-murderer sections.
I know.
And so.
Well, this week, after a Los Angeles restaurant refused to seat him, O.J. Simpson demanded and got $500 in compensation. In addition, the restaurant must now offer separate murderer and non-murderer sections.
OJ. So anyway, so we did that. That was the Saturday show. A couple of days later, I'm in New Canaan visiting my little son. And the first thing I see is the sound was off on the TV and he's sitting in his high chair and he was like, 2 years old, I guess. And so he looks up at the thing and there's Chris Farley, but with the sound off, he didn't know exactly what it was. He starts laughing hysterically just at the sight of Chris Farley. And then the phone rings and it's Mike Shoemaker from the show, who's a producer at the show. And he says, a couple things. Chris Farley's dead and you and Norm were fired.
Whoa.
And so apparently, and later, guess what? It was like 3 years later, Norm told me, and he had never said this to me, because if our positions were reversed, I would have said it right away. He said, they told me like, it wasn't, that they were only firing you, that I was welcome to stay. And I said, I won't do it without Downey. And so they said, okay, motherfucker, be our guest. So that's how Norm came to be fired. He went out of solidarity with me. So,
well, I think it's probably smart because you made it. You guys together were really good. It probably would have. He would have been. He's
fine
great, but you're great, right? You're great, right?
Did Norm ever bring a joke to you or an idea that even you thought maybe went too far? Because he
Norm
really. Norm, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's actually
because he really would push the envelope,
There was with Norm, even with me, like I'd occasionally, and you guys knew.
Yeah, I know. You would tell me in Hollywood Minute, you'd say, "I dare you to do that." And I'm like, I can't. I don't want to. I got scared, but you're like, you're such a pussy. And I'm like, God damn
that Hollywood.
But when you were dealing with Norm, he would occasionally he would be in his Canadian geezer mode and you couldn't get him out of it. He would just have to ride it out. You just have to go, okay, he's going to be doing I'm sorry, I don't quite,
right.
I hear you, but I don't understand you, and that kind of thing. And so you'd have to go, okay, Norm, when you're ready to talk as Norm MacDonald, I'm here, but anyway, so sometimes he would come in with things where he was clearly joking and I would never take the bait. But one time he had this joke, which there's not a lot of jokes that offend me. They certainly don't offend me in the conventional ways, but they often offend me. I think they're just terrible jokes. But this one kind of did in a way in that sense. But he had this joke where it was, Woody Allen is dating again. And it was the image of the naked Vietnamese girl running down the road after the napalm attack.
That old photo, that
famous old photo. And so my only reaction to that was like, Norm, come on, seriously, you can't. And he goes, no, come on, it's funny.
It's funny.
I go, Norm, no, it's no. And to this day, I don't know. And I go, Norm, please, if you do that joke in front of an audience, you're going to take down
the rest of the show.
The next 3 shows will be
Rockefeller Center.
You cannot do that. You can't. I mean, it'll take the temperature in the studio down 30 degrees. There'll be like ice on people's beards and stuff. You can't do that.
Rioting.
Said, no, come on, it's funny. So he and Frank was backing him on it. Frank Sebastiano, one of the best update writer ever, and he
loves it.
And Frank was not, I would look over at Frank and Frank was not, he wasn't like winking or anything. And so I go, okay. So we tried it at dress and it had precisely the effect. I thought it would, although who knows about future shows. But anyway, it was like this, this collective giant gasp. And then, so after that, Norm was willing to give it up. And then we didn't do it on air, obviously, but years later, so that was I'm going to say that was maybe 1996. So at least 10 years later, Steve Higgins, who's current producer of the show, comes up to me and says, do you ever remember, and we're looking for a sound effect of an audience being horrified, offended. And I got it. So I said, I directed them to that update. And I said, I'm pretty sure if you take that thing, the other thing is it will be uncorrupted by any laughter. So you'll get a nice clean take of gasping and horror. And so they I didn't remember which show it was from, so they had to like plow through a lot of dress rehearsals, I guess. But a few hours later, Higgins said, "Oh my God, we got it. And it is everything you said." So they use it. And to this day, I'm pretty sure they have it like on a cart. So whenever they need the sound effect of something, not just not getting a response, but getting kind of active hate, you know?
Yeah.
It was that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.
If I could say one thing about the real heroes of the country, which I believe are the teachers, you know. I don't believe they're the real heroes. I misspoke again. I think the real heroes are the real heroes. Teachers, they get good press though, because people often say to me, "You know who the real heroes are?" I go, "Are they the real heroes?" They go, "No." I go, "Oh, they're the teachers." It's counterintuitive that it doesn't seem like a heroic job, but yes. First of all, if you're a teacher, you get the same fucking vacations as a child. You get like 4 months a year off. My vacation, I get almost no time off. We're 48 weeks a year. 4 weeks a year I get off. What about you? You're not one of those fucking teachers, right? You seem like a teacher. Now, are you a teacher? What do you teach? What grade?
High school.
What grade? What grade? No, but what grade? Not so easy when it's the other way around. It's always easy to ask the questions. The real heroes are the fucking students. You actually have to answer the question. Now, what grade do you teach? 9 through 12. So you need a grade 13 education. You're the real hero. No, you're the real hero. No, I'm just kidding. You're the real hero. Her husband's like, "You're not the real hero. Shut the fuck up." I know, it's a fun thing to say. But what do you do? What do you do for a living that your wife's the real hero? Well, you know you're not the actual real hero, don't you? You look obsessed. Did you see how upset she is? So you actually feel you're the real hero? See, I think you've disqualified yourself a little. Because I believe real heroes don't think they are. Because when you hear the real heroes, they go, "How the fuck did you run into that fucking fire and pull a guy up? You're a hero." And they go, "No, it's the teachers. Not me. I'm a little scared now. I gotta go lie down. Gotta pull the guy out of a fire." That's a good job. Come on. Everybody's shorter than you. Are you worth it? You have to do whatever the fuck you said. No, I'm sorry. What did you say? What?
But also never call you a retard.
Oh. That's an odd word for a school teacher to use. we're teaching our young children bandying around words like retard. I'm just kidding. No, they do a lot of good. You know what I read, actually, though? A serious statistic. They actually fuck more students than... Talk to a hero. No, they actually fuck more students, if you can believe this, than priests. You know how priests... Nobody likes priests. Nobody's going around to a priest to the real hero. And yet actual priests, who I know, I'm not a Catholic, but I know pastors, you know, and my God, they most of them that I know do the Lord's work, you know. I mean, they go out and they're in hospitals and stuff, and they're doing stuff, and for no money, you know, and no recognition, and it's got to kill them, like going, yeah, people think fuck kids. You know. Like, if I was a priest, man, I just let it be known. Like, I do a TV commercial. I go, hey, listen, I'm Father Norm here. Come on down to my church. I won't fuck your kid. I'll tell you that. That's the first thing I promise you. I'll tell you a little something about myself. I'm Father Norm, as I've told you, and 20 years or so ago, I took a vow of chastity. Now, what that means is I cannot have sex with a lady, you know? Now, that's tough, because I like ladies, and especially the ones, you ever see those ones where they press their tits together, kind of, they got a little cleavage showing, but they look kind of hoary, but it looks like they don't know they're whores. Anyway, that's my type. Everybody has their own type. The point is, I don't even fuck them, let alone a child, for God's sake. Why would I want to fuck a child? So anyways, go down to Father Norm's. I will not fuck your kid. And you can leave your big-titted whore wife at home. I don't need that hanging around asking me questions all the time. It's jumpy. You gotta admit, though, the guy that put that flag in the Iwo Jima, he's close. That guy went to the moon. He didn't know that when he got there, the fucking spacecraft would crash, or there'd be moon aliens or shit like that. I mean, I know he's not. I know it's not grade 11 biology, but I mean, it's something. It's something. Imagine any fucking other fucking job, you know, you go, hey, I'm the civil servant, I'm a hero, you know, you're fucking retarded, but a teacher, memorize this shit, man. Back tomorrow, and then you gotta tell it to me. Remember everything I say, and then you repeat it to me. I got some problems for you. I know you're a child, and that you don't have any problems. That's the cool thing about being a child, but guess what? You fucking got some now. On account of I've got some heroic work to do for you. Sure, you're a nice lady. Very, very heroic. But, listen, guys. In science, do you teach Newton? Isaac Newton? You know, what are you, retard? Isaac Newton? There's kind of the hero that called me a retard is actually a retard herself. Everything's turned on its elbow. I'm sorry, what? A treadmill? Have I seen one? Wait, I don't even get it. It's not good when people are groaning and I don't understand it. No, have I ever seen a treadmill? Yes, of course. You mean the things you walk on? Yeah, I've seen it millions of times. What? Maybe I am a retard. Yeah, you walk on them. They're in gyms and they don't. No, they're not. That's not a treadmill. You remind me of these fucking teachers I used to have. I said yes, I go no. I thought it was it. No. I'm pretty sure I have seen a treadmill, no matter what you say. It's a thing you walk on and then, right? You're not what? You wouldn't be sure that I'd seen a treadmill? Well, you see, you're probably very bad at grading people. At some point, when you ask a student a question, and they give you an answer, you have to take them on faith. Well, there'd be no motive for me to lie about that question. I've seen dozens, hundreds of them. I don't want to brag, but you know, I've been around. I've seen fire, I've seen rain. I've seen treadmills you wouldn't understand. Baby, I don't think I'll ever see you. Now in this cancel culture and everything, I have to say, I no longer take that position with O.J. Simpson. He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. I accept that. I see him as the greatest rusher. That's all he's guilty of to me, is the greatest rusher in the history of the NFL. Yep. Maybe I was the greatest rusher to judgment.
Now, you know what my friend told me? He goes, you got to get woke, you know? Because I'm not woke. But why is it I have to believe fucking, just because some person believes some fucking shit? You know what I mean? Like I was talking to this lady, fucking, that was a man, whatever the fuck it was. It was a man, but it was clearly a lady. So the man says to me, because I'm Christian, the man says to me, how can you believe in an invisible man in the sky? I go, well, I believe you're a fucking man. Ain't that far a fucking jump. Shouldn't she have to believe what I say? Or? How dare you say Jesus Christ? How dare you, you fucking ignorant. Anyways, that's the old me. I got my woke jokes. I wrote them on my magic phone. I just started today. But nothing funnier than woke jokes. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody laughs. God damn it, where are my fucking excellent woke jokes? Fuck you, I can't turn my goddamn... You know that, whatever. I have notes on my magic phone and I write them down. Or maybe I can just remember it off the top of my head. Here it is. First of all, with woke jokes, you gotta remember one thing. They're not funny. But they're important. And they're said with a great deal of, either anger or, you know. So here it is. Hey! Listen, I don't know what's happening to us as Americans, but there's some things that are happening that are wrong. And not who we are as Americans. Now, you take the southern border, and what's happening at the southern border? Well, that is not who we are as America. You know, you may not know this, but there at the southern border right now, today, there are children as young as 2 or 3 years old that are being separated from the people that bought them from the parents or the cartel or whatever, and the kid gets through, and then the cartel guy can't get through, and a deal's a deal. It's not who we are as Americans. Ripped from the arms. I don't think they do that every time, by the way. You know, journalists used to just say, and then they take and now it's like, rip. Is that a baby in your arm? They rip that baby out, and then we'll throw it over there. Is that actually what any retard believes happens? That's another thing I'm not supposed to say. I got in trouble, I said retard, but anyway, I got in trouble for everything. Like, I said retard, man. So, anyway, I got this reviewer guy all mad at me. He said, fucking Norm said retard. He goes, and the reviewer said, I mean, this just shows how stupid Norm is. And then I said to myself, hey, what about the stupid people? It's not their fault, they're stupid. This guy's insulting fucking all stupid people. I guess you're allowed to insult stupid people unless they're real stupid and they're retards. I don't get it. You tell me the rules and I'll do my best. And context means something, right? Apparently not. Like, I remember when I said retard in my act because I remember the joke. And here was the context. You tell me if this makes any difference. The context of me using the word retard was, I love retards. Is that hate speech? Can that possibly be defined as hate speech? I'll tell you the precise thing I said. I said that because the reason is I do love retards. And I also use the word retard because it's just, I know what it means. It means arrested in your development, sometimes retarded. Stop, slow down, you know? I could say Down syndrome, but then I'd be worried people think I'm a fucking doctor or something, and then and they'd want me to hit their knee with a hammer or something. I don't got time for that. By the way, why do they still do that? What the fuck? How retarded are we? Like, you go to a doctor and he goes, okay, I'm going to hit your knee with a hammer now. You're like, okay, excellent, good idea. Then he hits your knee with a hammer. You're like, my knee! And he's like, excellent. He writes it down on a piece of paper. It's like, that's exactly how you're supposed to react when struck on the knee by a hammer. Good, good. Good, you're not paralyzed. That's good. We can just check that box. But anyway, so that's why I don't say Down syndrome, I say retarded. So, but I love retards, and this is the reason. I had a retard lived I live in an apartment, so 3 apartments away from me. There was this retard. I think he was like 22 years old, lived with his parents, and I was trying to become his friend, and his parents wanted nothing to do with that. For obvious reasons. Because we live in this cynical world where I didn't want to fuck him, obviously. What I wanted is I thought some of his happiness would wear off, because see, retards are happy. That's why I envy them so much. That's why I love them. I mean, goddamn, if there was like an injection of retard juice I could take, I'd take in a second. Because it's happiness. That's all we want, right? What do we want other than to be happy? And how often are we happy, you know? Once or twice. I mean, not in your life, but, you know. Like I'm happy when I wake up. I think it's because that's when there's all the hope, you know what I mean? I think that's when I'm happiest. I wake up and I'm like, goddamn. I'm glad I bought that Tempur-Pedic pillow. Goddamn, that was the best purchase of my life. But then that doesn't last long because the light comes in and then, you know, kind of your life comes in and it gets all over you like a fucking spider or whatever. Something like, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck happened to me? Well, you ever look in the mirror? I'm not talking physically. I mean, like late at night or something, you turn the light on, you look in the mirror, you go, ah! Now what became of me? I used to be a nice fella. And at that point, I'd like to have a retarded friend, and he'd go, hey, I like bananas. I go, yeah, me too, goddamn. I never thought of it that way, man. They're yellow. You're fucking right, they're yellow. What do you say we go buy a fucking banana right now, me and you? Happiness, man, that's hard.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, man, these days with your comedy, do you feel like you're walking on eggshells at all? Do you feel more like nervous about stuff you tweet and stuff you say just because of the climate we're in and everything that's happened?
Yeah, like we're gonna go do stand-up right now. It's mostly trying out new stuff. You don't have the freedom to just talk and free associate and then, you know, carve it back from there. Because usually the process would be you go way over the line,
yeah,
and then you bring it, you know, and then people go, we hate you, and then
yeah.
You take away all the parts where they hate you, and then you're left with the stuff that's not, you know, that's on the line but not over it.
Is your starting point a little bit more sort of tamer these days?
Oh yeah. It's very calculated and thought out. And
does that hurt your act though?
yeah, it's way less funny.
Is that right?
Other than it being not as funny, it's wonderful. It doesn't hurt anyone's feelings anymore, but virtually no one laughs. So it's a trade-off.
But so that's really hurt your career in terms of the fact that you're an eggshell comedian. And I don't think like...
I'm an egg, is that a new term?
I just made it up just now. Shouldn't comedy be some sort of sacred place where you're allowed to say whatever's kind of on your mind and like, if it's funny, then it's okay?
It used to be, you know, like Jerry Seinfeld always says, the audience will let you know.
Yeah.
You know, when it's gone too far, because they're a cross, you know, representation of the population.
Yeah.
But now it's not enough to get, you know, 99%. You have to get 100%. You know, most of the audience wants to be funny. Doesn't care about anything but that. They just want to escape.
Yeah.
But a tiny a group of people ruin it for everyone.
And that's who you cater your performance to these days?
I cater my performance to a tiny group of people.
That's sad.
That hate me.
Please welcome NORM MACDONALD. We looked at it earlier.
You did?
He actually shaved it. It's not even a bald spot.
Oh my God.
NORM MACDONALD, nice to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Your fans are out in force.
Yeah, they're good people, right?
They're good, fine people. How you doing with the new season? Are they driving you nuts? Or they changed the name? They got
Yeah, they changed the name from the Norm Show to Norm.
yeah, that testing and research and everything.
It's like For the Love of the Game. You know that movie? They changed that
What'd they change that to?
For Love of Game or something.
And that was it. And they thought that was gonna work.
Yeah, they decided to take. They thought those like slowed things down.
Yeah. Well, the remote controls that people have to flip around. You know how it goes. Are you enjoying the high life now, being the big network star and zooming around, getting the free beers at places, that sort of thing?
They give you free beers? No.
Don't they? They don't give you the free beers?
They give you. I actually went to this bar where they give you those. You ever have them shooters?
Sure.
Yeah.
They're almost, they look like little beers.
Yeah, no. They're little tiny drinks like that, and they have sex names, like dirty sex names. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Like
sex on the beach, or, you know,
or
blow thing.
Yeah.
Or something.
They give you those free?
Yeah, I don't know. That was an old bit I used to do in my stand-up, and I was going to do it, and then I just abandoned it.
You bailed out? You thought, we don't want to get into the beer thing. We're not going to go that direction. You know, our show's up in Canada now. We're up in your, do you think they could use a little bit of our humor? Yeah, we just got into what is it called, Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, you don't care. You fled that country.
No,
you don't even care
like
anymore.
If you're already on in the United States, that's the only thing that counts.
No. This has always been to get to Canada for us. Yeah, always. We've never... Everybody's on in America.
Yeah.
But only Wayne and Schuster dominate Canada. We're gonna...
How do you know them?
I had a tape once.
Yeah,
That was really... No, I was up late one night. You know, in Canada, they show naked movies for free on TV.
Oh, yeah.
You flip around in it.
Absolutely.
Did you hear a deep voice over there say, yes?
Yeah, yes. Insertion, too?
Is that... You know what? I didn't hear the parenthetical comment, but as that went, but that's a nice treat.
What? Oh, naked, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed? I was in
What's that?
You know where you go into the hotels and you get your SpectraVision with the pornos on it?
Yeah.
The pornos in the SpectraVision are not hard. They're pornos, but they cut out, like insertion shots. They cut out. You know what I mean? They cut out vaginas and penises.
That sort of thing.
Right. So they don't show that part, and I'm wondering, like, who is offended by that? Like, you know what I mean? Is somebody whacking after a porno phone down? What the hell's going on here? This is unbelievable. It's offensive here. I'm trying to whack off, and there's this insertion here, you know? Right?
I don't know whatever you're talking about. The only thing I've noticed about those movies, quite honestly, billing is immediate.
That's right.
Because you try, and if you're like me, you're a film connoisseur, you like to check out the different plots. And but if you just watch a couple of minutes, just enough to see that it's going to be nurses, or whatever it is, it shows up on your bill that you watched like 15 of them. If you, I mean, from what...
I got you.
Yeah.
One time, I was watching one of those. I was whacking.
Yeah.
So I'm whacking off watching it, and all of a sudden, Bruce Baum is on it. You know that comedian? He's a comedian that's like a friend of mine, right? And so he shows up, like, because he's the comic part of it, like they're showing some sex. All of a sudden, he comes in, and right at the time when I was, you know, finishing off.
Yeah.
So now I don't want to call up Bruce Baum anymore.
When this airs, we're going to make sure we get a picture of Bruce Baum, the Flash.
He's a great man. He's a funny man.
He's a great man, but you need to see the visual to understand Norm's pain. Thank you very much for coming by. As always, the funniest man I know.
Yeah, this is
Norm
the greatest.
MacDonald. Norm airs on Wednesday nights on ABC. Norm MacDonald. Welcome back to the program. My guest tonight, a very funny comedian and actor, is on Saturday Night Live for many years. His new show is Fox's A Minute with Stan Hooper. Please welcome Norm MacDonald.
Hey, Johnny. That clip didn't seem that entertaining.
That's not the whole show, is it?
That's the best part.
You picked that out especially for
I
us?
miss you, Johnny.
I miss you. TV is
Congratulations.
better in my mind. Stop it.
On
TV
your
is better.
Academy Award.
Don't even talk about it. Just wait.
Hey, you won an Emmy.
Wait till the voices come out. We're going to be top-notch. By the way, you are the first guest to sit in our new couch. Talk to me about...
This is some couch, I'll tell you that, man.
What do you think?
I'd it.
That's the highest compliment you can pay a couch.
It is a high compliment. It's just we have a minivan of nuns that is. Have you ever felt a couch that you felt that way before this couch?
No, this is the first one, man. I'm a normal fella, you know.
Do you think it's the ultra suede?
It may be the. It has a alluring come hither look.
It has a bit of a nice slant to it, I believe.
It's a goddamn whore. Let's be honest. No, it's a nice couch. It's a nice couch. I don't mean to disparage the couch.
TV is better when Norm Macdonald is on it. That is my postulation. That is my theory. That is my. This whole interview will be applause breaks back and forth. And you know what?
What's that?
America is a great country.
America is the best country in the world.
Norm Macdonald got more applause than America.
I know you say that with irony, but I'm from Canada.
Where?
Canada.
Show me where that is. I've heard tale of it. But you've been living here for years.
Yeah, and America is the greatest country in the world, and Canada, 35.
You can't say that. You have to go. You have family there. They'll see you at
my family's
at
fine.
Boxing Day or whatever do they have holidays?
They do have Boxing Day. How do you know about that? Now you should explain it. They're going to think that has something to do with the pugilism, but it is actually not.
Boxing Day is nothing to do with pugilism. It's a day in Canada where all the small children.
What's pugilism mean?
That'd be the art
boxing,
of the sweet science,
sorry, you're right,
as it were.
Sweet science. Yeah.
Boxing Day in Canada is all the children are put in boxes and set out on Lake Huron.
Yes, that's right.
And whoever doesn't sink
is not a witch.
Is not a witch, and is the next prime minister. I think.
I think that's right.
I think that is correct.
Yeah.
But now you live in Los Angeles, the lap
parliamentary
of.
system. Yes, I do. The lap of fire.
Oh yeah, are you anywhere near? Is that anywhere near?
No, that's the one bright spot in the whole thing is that I'm in no danger at all.
You know, they haven't covered that on the news as much as not a lot of Norm Macdonald updates.
I saw this is an interesting thing I saw. You know they have that little scroll that goes under CNN? I'm watching it the other day. Baghdad's getting bombed, right?
Right.
And underneath on the scroll it says, Daniel Kellison to leave the Jimmy Kimmel show. Isn't that backwards?
You think they should have been covering that in the regular news, and the little crawl should have been Baghdad is bombed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because since that crawl, remember, just started September 11th. We never had that.
They didn't have the crawl before that, no.
And now the crawl is because at that time there was so much information. You know, you'd be watching the thing, and then all of a sudden it'd say, "Watch out, duck!" and you go, "Ah!"
It was immediate.
Right, it was immediate.
Yeah.
Because there's so much information flowing, and now they just kept the crawl, and there's nothing to put on there. So you'll see things like, singer James Taylor set to wed, and you're like, oh,
the favorite one that I've seen so far is it said it was another of those situations. They were announcing that Uday and Kusei had been killed in that giant raid, and underneath it said, Beyonce says she doesn't like the word bootylicious. And it was just such a great, but it's that same damn thing. I want you to put a ticker on your show. Will you put a ticker on the Stan Hooper show?
And I've never been on that scroll, and yet for years I've said I don't like that word bootylicious. But that doesn't make the news.
But CNN is not covering Norm Macdonald to the extent people want.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. How you liking doing the program? Is it enjoyable for you? Is it fun to work? Do you prefer to gamble?
Why do you have to bring that up?
Are you having fun doing it?
No, I love working. You know, I retired from show business. You know, yes. And nobody noticed. So
I noticed.
So I realized that I had to get back into it so that I could become a big star, then retire from show business.
Thank you.
And then it would be a big star.
That's how Celine Dion does it.
That's right.
Then you go to Vegas and you open up your own Norm Macdonald Theater.
That's right, and you marry an old dude that blows all your money. That's my dream.
A fine dream it is, sir.
Certainly.
A Minute with Stan Hooper airs Wednesday nights at 8:30 on Fox. It's Norm Macdonald back on TV where he belongs. Yeah. my guest tonight, one of my very favorite comedians. His new sketch comedy CD is called NORM MACDONALD Ridiculous. Please welcome back to the program, NORM MACDONALD. Norm! For God's sake. You feel the love?
What a crowd, what a crowd.
What? That's love.
Yeah,
Pure.
That's right. I wasn't saying it with any irony.
No,
I think it's a good crowd.
Pure Norm MACDONALD love. The CD is ridiculous, and this is a long-rumored project.
Yeah, it took me a long time to do it because it takes me a long time to do anything. I wanted to do a thing because when I was a kid, I listened to Cheech and Chong all the time. And so I wanted to do an album. It's very explicit. It's not for kids, but it is for the kids. So it's like tobacco guys, you know what I mean? They got to aim for the kids.
That's exactly right.
I always felt sorry for those guys because it's like, who the hell are they going to get a 50-year-old guy to start smoking?
They got me at 15.
Me too. I was 13.
I thought, if a camel can do it, who am I not to do it?
Remember that Joe Camel? I always laugh because they said, like, subliminally, it looks like a penis. You know what I mean? And when I looked at it, I couldn't even find a camel. It looks, you know what I mean? Subliminally, it was a camel.
So did you think for a long time, why is that penis smoking?
No, because I've seen smoking penises.
And for the kids out there, it is a terrible habit for your penis to pick up. And I would not recommend it in any way.
The audience concurs.
Yes. We've all seen the pictures of the inside of a penis that is smoked.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. Well, that's what I love. You know, when we were kids, I loved the National Lampoon radio stuff. Nobody came up with CDs like that anymore. This is like the throwback.
Yeah, I didn't want to do a stand-up CD because the market is saturated.
You and your market speak.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the crocodile hunter.
Did you?
Because I think
you're gonna make him sad.
Because I think, you know, it was tragic at the time, but I think I don't know, people call me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it, who got killed? The crocodile hunter.
Please don't make me laugh at this. This is not good
he was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
That's not.
And you know who had to be pissed about it were the crocodiles, because he got killed by some fruity fish. And so you know the crocodiles were like, hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank? Nah, you don't even want to know, man.
Please don't do this anymore.
Bill, man, you had a chance. When the guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was Tommy with a stick. I could have eaten him and his kid.
I don't feel good about this.
You remember I ever tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times.
That's for the kids. All right, Norm MACDONALD, we're putting you in a new feature. There's a new feature on the program. Just unveiled it yesterday. You ready for it?
Sure.
It's a new thing called The Daily Show, Seat of Heat. Roll the thing. You ready for it? You ready? Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice and Canadian Foreign Minister Peter MacKay. They met yesterday. Here's some of their repartee.
I slept so well, you know, the air is so great. Terrific air to sleep in.
She loves the cool Atlantic breezes here in Atlantic Canada. She left her window open last night.
All right, here's my question to you, Norm MacDonald. Are they f***ing? Take your time. Take your time. Mull it over.
It's hot. It's hot in here. Well, I am a Canadian, as you know. But I love America better. But I'm a Canadian, and I know this Peter MacKay character. I've known him for years.
Thought you'd have some insight.
If I was Condoleezza Rice, I wouldn't be too flattered, because that guy will f*** anything. I swear to God.
Norm MacDonald is off the hot seat.
Wait,
You're off.
wait, I want to say one thing.
One more thing.
One thing about, because this was a rumor, and I don't know if it's
There's a rumor they were together.
No, this was a rumor that long went around Canada about Peter MacKay years ago.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if it's true, it might be an urban myth, but they say one time on a dare, he f***ed a crocodile.
All right, that's it. Norm MacDonald, ridiculous. It's in the stores now. Welcome back. My guest tonight, one of our favorites, a very funny comedian. His upcoming show for Comedy Central is called Sports Show with Norm MacDonald. Please welcome back to the program, Norm MacDonald. Norm MacDonald! Come and sit down. That was the fastest walkout ever. That was speed. That was the fastest walkout I've ever had.
Yeah, well, who wants to see people walking, man? We got to do jokes. We're the greatest crowd, man. They're the greatest crowd I've ever seen.
How do you do that? Because that was...
No, I do have to widen my circle of crowds. But how you doing, pal?
I'm doing good. I miss you. I was telling you this backstage. One of the few comics when I don't hear your comedic voice for all, I miss it. It's so funny and I'm so glad to see you coming back to TV.
Hey, listen, man. I like all your politics.
Thank you, Norm. I appreciate that. Now, you're Canadian. Your government has collapsed. It's completely collapsed.
It has?
It's completely collapsed.
Well, the good thing is it doesn't matter at all. This is why, because you're such a political guy, and I realized when I came here, because I was never political, and it's because you're from America and I'm from Canada, and in America you have a duty to be political, because you vote for the wrong guy, he blows up the world. Right? Now, in Canada, here's our elections in Canada. Go, hey, listen, how does that guy stand on the bridge building? That's every time. One guy goes, I think we should build the bridge. The other guy's, I don't care for the bridge. So
it's all bridge-based politics.
We don't got they never gave us no red phone. You're president. I thought you were political.
No, I didn't realize we had a red phone.
You don't realize
the part of
president
America
has a red phone?
But here's what it's come to be for in America.
And you're the most trusted man in America?
I'm not trusted. It seems like now, no matter who we vote for, no matter which guy we get, we still blow it out of the world. So, at a certain point, maybe we just like blowing stuff up.
Americans? Well, listen, if I was president, man, I'd get on that red phone right away and blow something up.
But what would you blow up first?
What would I blow up?
Yeah.
That stupid high school I went to for...
Empty building, of course.
But listen, man, I'll tell you this, though. With the streets of Libya running with blood...
Okay, I'll buy your premise.
Yeah. Listen, the Egyptians are so brave, and the guys in Tripoli trying to take over, and Bahrain. Here's what I'm trying to get at. I'm from Canada. We got a queen. She lives in England, right? We're so we can't get. Seriously, I could get a bunch of buddies of mine. I swear to God, I could get 2 or 3 dozen buddies of mine. We could go over to Buckingham Palace takeover.
I would totally do that with you.
It's an old bag in a castle.
You know what is the most difficult part of that? finding which room she's in. Do you have any idea? If you go attack her, there's like 130 rooms. We'd probably lose interest before we got to her.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. But you know, Gaddafi is surrounded by what is he surrounded by?
Bahrain. I'm guessing he's surrounded by like dancing girls. He's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, he's a nutbag.
No, he likes the ladies. That's what I heard.
Did you know he has a Ukrainian nurse who apparently
follows her everywhere. Yeah, pretends he's a nurse, but I've heard that maybe there's a little hanky-panky going on. Listen, I don't want to badmouth Gaddafi. I want to talk about Watson the computer.
Oh, let's talk about that. I'm happy to talk about that.
You know that character?
I love that guy. He was on Jeopardy. He crushed.
Yeah, he was on Jeopardy, and he crushed. You guys know Watson the computer?
Sure. Terrific.
Yeah. So, I watched it. It was cool. And the funny thing was, like, they were like, I wonder if, who's going to win? Watson the computer? Or that guy that works down at the hat store? And, first of all, I don't think he should be called Watson, because wasn't Watson the guy that didn't know Sherlock Holmes?
He was the helper. It should be Sherlock.
Yeah, Watson was like, hey, what about this? And then he'd go, elementary, my idiot friend. So he should have been called Sherlock. But anyways, you know.
No, it was a good aside.
So, so Watson naturally he's a computer.
Crushed him.
Yeah. Killed them, you know? And even his stories were better, you know what I mean? You notice that? Like when Alex Trebek would say the story, I go, Watson, I understand you have a story about jail, you know? And then Watson was like, yes, one time Oscar Wilde was in prison and George Bernard Shaw came to him and said, why, Oscar, what are you doing in there? To which Oscar Wilde quickly retorted, why, George Bernard, what are you doing out there? You know? And the guy next to him was like, God damn, I was going to tell my story about the hat. I gave the guy the wrong hat that time.
When does this show come on? When does the show come on the air? You gotta watch it whenever it's on. Sports show with Norm MacDonald premieres on Comedy Central Tuesday, April 12th at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah!
Yes! You're leading. Norm MacDonald.
But what I want to tell you is this. With all your wealth and your success, and this is serious from the heart, you know, you got to remember, this is a saying I made up. And when I say, you know, I used to make jokes at 12:30 about him being gay, that's absolutely ridiculous. But when we were starting out, I will tell you one story about Andy. No, what I do is I've decided to become a kind of a social observer. You know me, I like to make jokes about hats. But there's right here, there's a new strain of swine flu that could turn into a pandemic. Like, I don't know much about science, you know? I don't pretend to be a epidemiologist. Sometimes I do, but you know, that's when I've had a little whiskey.
Yeah.
But I do know this, a word cannot be good when it's a combination of panic and epidemic.
So how'd this...
Look, we're reading your resume. It says here your last gainful employment was trying to assassinate a sitting president. That doesn't go good down here. We run a kind of a mom and pop operation. Also, look at that guy, man. Good Lord, I'd like to, whatever. I'm thankful for the fine ladies who live across this country and leave pies on their windowsills. So an old chunk of coal like me might have a meal from time to time.
Okay. Are there a lot of these?
I'm most thankful for, honest to God, is friends.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, Conan, friends. Especially the one where Joey buys Chandler a duck.
All right,
Whoa. Hey, I'm thankful that this year the police finally solved the baffling murder of Bob Hope. No, the Burbank police and the LA... and finally... Like, when I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. We're tuning in to listen to comedians doing comedy. Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I'd like to punch him right in the fucking face.
I'm not an actor and I'm not a comedian.
This guy says your face looks like a cunt. I met you underneath the Queensboro Bridge. You at the time were jerking off punks for $15 a man.
My whole family's watching, man. My grandmother.
Your family doesn't know that when you were a young man, you used to jerk off punks for $15 a man? You got paid for this?
You didn't get a check?
I did not get a check. Who paid you?
Daniel Kelson, our producer. He gave me a check last week.
You got a check from Daniel?
Yeah, he got it right here.
No way. Let me see that.
Yeah, right here.
Let me see this thing. It is from Daniel Kellison, paid to the order of Adam Egget for services rendered, $15. Game of Thorns.
It's Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what the fuck is that? Whoever watched that? Now, you're telling me that's better than Norm MacDonald Live?
I mean, I don't want to say it's better than, a lot of people watch it. It's a pretty popular show.
What's it about? It's about pictures of ladies?
Yeah, ladies and knights and kings and midgets and, dragons.
Sounds like my honeymoon. Kinky Boots is number 8. Yeah. Sounds like my honeymoon. There's this guy, Chance Langton. You know him? He's a comic.
No.
But he said when he was a young boy, he loved Shirley Temple. He was 5 and she was 5. The next year, he saw her in a mall. He was 6, she was 50.
And his descriptions of the food.
Look it.
What was the music all about?
I just put that there.
Gross.
What kind of sandwich was that? Pastrami or?
I feel like an elephant is not fat. Well, it's so isolated, you see, because there is another sister that lives there. A leper. So he fucked a leper? Let's not be coarse. Good God, man. I wish I could find a Hitler of today and go kill him. By the way, I saw that film that you recommended me that you called a fantasy, Shoah. Horrifying. I had a question I wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean,
Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell.
Norm and I were hanging out in his office one day playing a game where you had words and you had to do an impression of somebody saying the same sentence. And he did Burt Reynolds doing it. And we go, well, there we go. So how can we get Burt Reynolds on TV?
And then one time I was talking to Burt Reynolds, and he said he wanted to come on the show while I was doing Celebrity Jeopardy, and then punch me in the face and take over. And then he'd be even stupider. But then I got fired, so he couldn't do it.
The sketch that you got on the air, and you say in your book, hey, you know, I didn't originate this sketch. I kind of stole this sketch with permission. But the famous Jeopardy bit.
Yes, Jeopardy sketch.
Where you play Burt Reynolds, and you say Will Ferrell was key to that sketch because he played such a great Jeopardy host.
Yes.
But that thing was one of the most popular sketches, and you pitched that, but you admit in your memoir that, hey, that's something I got from SCTV.
Yeah.
And I waited till Martin Short was a guest on the show, and I pitched it and said, can we do the Jeopardy thing?
Yeah. They did a sketch on SCTV when I was a child called Halfwits, and it was Alex Trebek was in the sketch because he was a Canadian, and it was. It was just these kids. It was when two schools would fight each other, and so it was real stupid. So I always loved that show, and I said, Celebrity Jeopardy, they always ask such easy questions, and the celebrities are all so stupid. It would be great to do it. Unfortunately, they've already done it, and I feel like I shouldn't just steal a sketch.
Right.
So when Mr. Short came to do the show, who later became my friend, I said, who wrote that sketch? And he said, Eugene Levy. And I said, maybe we could phone him, and
get permission.
Get permission. And so he said, yeah, we'll do a conference call. And I said, no, I'll phone, I'm a man,
Yeah.
So I phoned Eugene Levy, and I asked him, I told him the whole sketch. I said how much I loved the first one, and I asked permission, and he was kind enough to give it to me.
There was no better show than that SCTV. That was unbelievable,
God,
right?
It was amazing.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Why does Turd Ferguson? Why does Burt Reynolds hate Alex Trebek?
What's funny is I wrote that sketch because on Saturday Night Live you have to do impressions once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do impressions, but I do like 4 or 5 guys from when I was a kid that I liked, like Letterman I liked, so I could do an impression of him. And when I was a little kid, Burt Reynolds used to be on the Tonight Show, and he was like the funniest guy ever. So I wanted to do Burt Reynolds, but I couldn't figure out how to put him in anything.
Right.
And so I wrote the sketch Celebrity Jeopardy so I could do my Burt Reynolds. And then when it comes time to tape it, like Lauren told Costume to have a white hair for me and a white beard. And I'm like, no, Lauren, I don't do Burt Reynolds. I do Burt Reynolds from the 1970s, from Smoking the Bandit.
Because that didn't make sense either. Nobody knew why. Why was it 70s?
I know, it made no sense. But it's funny, like you say, Turd Ferguson, because on one of them I go, Burt Reynolds goes, that's not my name, to Alex Trebek, and he forces himself to be called Turd Ferguson. He forces Alex Trebek to call him Turd Ferguson.
Right.
So anyway, somehow that caught on with some people. So still to this day, like sometimes I'll be walking down the street and the guy will go, "Hey, turd!" And then I go, "Thank you," and then everyone else goes, "What?
What is going on?
What kind of universe is this?"
He was the same guy who told me I wanted Burt Reynolds on the show, and he was like, "Oh, you don't want him. He's crazy." And I'm like, "No, I don't want you. I want him." I kind of wanted a crazy guy, which is what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about.
Oh yeah, Burt
was
Reynolds,
this notion of crazy? Yeah,
Burt Reynolds.
But he's
I remember
funny.
one time he caught his hair on fire when he was over.
On the lot.
Yeah, he was He came over and he had caught his hair on fire. I don't know how. We're like, oh, you better go to the doctor. You've got a big friggin' hole in your scalp.
Because Roseanne's show was on the Radford,
Yeah, right
along
behind.
with Seinfeld and Evening Shade. And I remember hearing a story, all his stories about Bert. And he'd go on his hiatus, he'd go away and hire people for the show. And then people would show up, quit their job, in whatever bar he just found them in.
That's great.
And they'd come and go, we're ready to work. And he'd go, what? And they'd just pay him off. And the guy'd have to go home. But can you imagine that? Like you're in your little town and Burt Reynolds shows up at your candy store and offers you a job.
That's kind of, what was he thinking?
I don't know. But I think he had some, you were talking about you had OCD. He must have had some crazy stuff. Hey, you worked with Burt Reynolds.
Yes, I did work
on
with
the
Burt Reynolds.
TV show. Right?
Yeah, on Evening Shade, yeah.
Do you have any crazy Burt Reynolds stories?
No, not really, because, Burt, Burt had some wild times and everything. For some reason, he kind of took me under his wing, and he always liked me, and he actually helped me a lot in the beginning. And he was Harry Thomason and Linda Bloodworth Thomason, who ran that show, and another show I was on with them. Them and Burt are real big, were real big helps to me, early on. And he was always really good to me. He did hit me one time live in front of an audience, and I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't say my lines.
Slap?
He hit me with an open hand, but in the lung, and he's got arms like Popeye, those big forearms. And in the thing, I'm supposed to hit him. I'm supposed to slap him on the back and say something which pisses him off or whatever. And I come out there before the live audience, and when we rehearsed it, he said, I'm an old stunt man, so hit me as hard as you can. And I guess I hit him really hard because his natural reaction, I guess, was to hit me in the lung. And I couldn't talk. And they had to sort of suspend the big show for a few minutes while I got my breath back. But other than that, yeah, he was always really good to me.
Yeah, I always try to get him. Like whenever I had anything, I go get Burt Reynolds. Like he'd be the coolest. And then people go, no, you don't want to work with him. He's crazy. And then I go, no, I do want to work with him. I don't want to fucking work with you. Yeah, right. like crazy. It seems like such a dismissive. Don't you think like people have been denied work and shit just because people go, that guy's crazy?
Yeah.
And it has no meaning to it really.
Yeah.
It usually means creative to me or something.
That's right.
Or he's difficult. Who wants to work with some fucking simpleton?
Right.
You know what I mean? I met Burt Reynolds though, which was an amazing.
Was he pissed? Because he doesn't have a big sense of humor, does he?
You know what Burt Reynolds loves to do is slap you in the face really hard.
Yeah, he's like one of those masculine guys. He's punching you,
But no, he was real nice to me, and
did he slap you?
He told me really funny stories. He told me he was in Deliverance, which I loved. He said, I used to do my own gags. Gags, I guess, are like stunts. He was a stunt man.
Yeah.
And so he said, they had this gag, and where I went over a waterfall.
And what, a
so
car or something?
No, he just fell. This was
he just falls off a waterfall.
This was like Deliverance. They were in the middle of
right.
So he says, I'll do the fall. We don't need a stuntman. Frankenheimer says, no, we need a stuntman. He goes, nah, we don't want that. He goes, okay, well, we'll just use a dummy. We'll just throw a dummy over,
Yeah.
And he goes, no. So Frankenheimer's idea was just to throw a dummy over, and Burt Reynolds said, no, absolutely, I'm going to do it myself. So Burt Reynolds says he does it, and he said he did, he said some term I'm not familiar with, I do a half pike or something like that. He said his shoulder immediately hit a rock, then his head hit another rock. And then he said, the next thing you remember, he's way downstream, all his clothes had been torn off him. And he looked up and he was just like in shock, right? The next thing he remembers, he's waking up in a hospital. John Frankenheimer is at his bedside. And he goes, then I said to John, how'd it look, on the daily? And John Frankenheimer said it looked like a dummy falling off a wire. So that made me laugh.
So he does have a good sense of humor.
He has a very good sense of humor.
And did Burt smack you around a couple of times just to show you where it was at?
So what was the first sketch that you ever got on, or what was the first written material that you ever got on the show? I wrote a sketch for the first show because Burt Reynolds had just was on Larry King Live and was kind of famous at the time that because he was in a contentious divorce with Lonnie Anderson, and he was wearing this crazy purple suit on Larry King Live, and he announced, "I will, Lonnie Anderson is lying, and I will get her on this show with you, Larry, and we'll both take truth serum." And I was like, truth serum? What? Is that even a real thing? So it was so funny. And then so I wrote a sketch where they both drank like from beakers of truth serum, And Lauren did not care for it. It opened the show, It was like a big hit at the table. What's his name did Burt Reynolds? Phil Hartman. Oh, wow. It was Phil Hartman and Jan Hooks. And it just... the next week, Lauren pointed to it as the example of what we should not be doing on the show. He said it was just he calls things Carol Burnettish, which is the ultimate insult. He said it was just the most Carol Burnettish type of sketch. But I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. And he let me do it. It got all the way to the air. He chose it, and he put it on first. Not my fault.
I know that in this day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay. Say things will stay the same. Say them all.
I love the Burt Reynolds impression you do. So a bit about A, like the genesis of it. B, has Burt, have you met Burt? Has he commented? And just while I have this, over the 41 years of SNL, I'm wondering, besides Farley, going back to day one, who are the players that really you most admire and maybe shaped anything?
Well, when I was a kid, I liked, my favorite was Dan Aykroyd by a million miles. And I always wondered why Chevy was the star, because I thought, God damn, Dan Aykroyd can do anybody, and he's so funny and stuff. And the reason I want to do Burt Reynolds, because I loved him when I was a kid. I don't really do impressions, but guys who I really like, I can do. And guys that are funny, it's kind of a cheat, but you do an impression of them, and then you're funny because they're funny. Do you know what I mean? So I always used to watch him on the Tonight Show, and I said, I gotta get him a sketch. So then I stole this sketch called Halfwits from Second City, and I turned that into Celebrity Jeopardy, and I felt really bad for stealing the sketch. And so I waited until because Mark Short was coming on. And I said, Martin, can I do this sketch? I stole it from Halfwits. And then he said, oh, I didn't write it. Eugene Levy wrote it. And I had to phone Eugene Levy and ask him. And he was a gentleman about it and said that I could do it. But then when I did it, Lauren picks out the wardrobe. He had this gray hair and gray beard and stuff. And I was like, no, I want to play it from the 70s. It's kind of odd, but all the time I did it, nobody ever commented. But the three celebrities, one of them was from 50 years ago. Oh, Burt, yeah, no, I met him, and goddamn, that guy was funny. He just told me the funniest stories. And yeah, he said he wanted to, this is a story he told me. He said, he kid all these girls when he was young, he was so handsome and everything. He said one time he was in a hotel, and there's this beautiful blonde, and she said, just come up to my room, and have a lot of sex. So he goes up to her room, and they're kissing on the bed and stuff, and then he said she whispered in his ear, and she said, I'll be right back. I have to take a dump. So he ran away. Most of us would run away, but he could just get the next girl and
What name do I see here? Norman MacDonald cold calling me? What's up, Norm?
What, are you eating some toast?
I was eating toast in the commercial and I just sucked some down the wrong pipe and I'm a little dry. You pick it up and run with it. What's up, Norman?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk about something in the news. Here's the story. I got up early today to take my son to school.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was so early in the morning. And I said, what can I do? I can either, have a coffee, or I can be in show business.
Mm-hmm. So you called in.
So I called in because you're one of the only guys in show business at 7 in the morning.
It's a bridge and tunnel thing, exactly.
No, but listen, man, I want to talk about the news,
Even though newscasters are up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
You have to go to a comedian.
Listen, I used to get the stories ripped from the headlines. That's where I get my jokes.
Yes, I see.
Now I get them. I type directly from the www. I don't know, but no. This is what happened. I was on the airplane. Do you ever hear a story that means you have no reference to the story ever at all?
Yeah, sure I do.
So I got off the airplane, and the guy says to me, because everything moves so fast, the guy says, "You hear what happened?" I go, "What?" "With the baby and the hot air balloons." They're like, "What? Are you telling me a joke?" It sounded like the guy was going to tell me one of those great old jokes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a rabbi, a priest, and a nun walk into a bar. That's the same sort of start. You hear about the baby and the hot air balloon.
I'm like, no, what? You never know. You don't know if the guy's putting you on.
Right.
And he's like, and he goes, the guy? I go, who's the guy? As if I would know the guy.
Right.
He goes, the guy from Wife Swap. Like, like I'm the moron for not
putting these.
I said, Wife Swap? He goes, well, Wife Swap too. And he's like, his attitude was like, where have you been?
Yeah, well, the amazing thing is that you're so much of an adult, you can't put this disparate list of ingredients together. Baby, hot air balloon, Wife Swap 1. No, Wife Swap 2. Where do you take it from there, Norman?
Well, I know kids love rides.
Yes.
But, I will say about the whole hot air balloon industry, I've never been I don't know, man. I've never been one to say, hey, I'd like to go up on a balloon with a blazing fire underneath me. It seems like there's about 7 ways you could end up perishing. There's only one way you could survive.
The only people who have ever pitched it historically were Forbes magazine, Malcolm Forbes, and Jules Verne. They're the only people who ever made hay off the hot air balloon. Everybody else, you're right, has ended up on Mysterious Island.
Don't you think Malcolm Forbes, he's like, hey, man, maybe if I go up on this hot air balloon all the time, people will think of me as a hot air balloon guy and not a secret fruit.
Well, everybody has their motives. I think you might have laser locked on us. So you're not sending your boy up in
myself in that.
You're not sending your own son up in the hot air balloon, Norm.
No way, man. No, my son's just into regular boyhood things, bungee jumping.
Right. Indelible paintball.
Yeah, he likes to cut himself because he says it makes him feel something. I'm like, what's wrong with feeling nothing like everybody else?
Norman, it's good to hear your voice, buddy. What do you got coming up? Anything?
Oh man, I'm going to be at the what? All those names,
Well, get them to Christian. I'll read them, man. I hate to make you do your biz, but I'll do it after the break. I got to take one now. Thank you for cold calling us, baby. I appreciate that. The great Norm MacDonald. Why doesn't he just feel nothing like the rest of them?
Like what the mind of a comic and what makes him like that? Well, we're done with you. There he is. Norm!
Did you get my fucking text about your show?
No.
I love it.
We're on the air.
It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's good. They're greeting each other.
Oh, hey,
Norm
good to
MacDonald,
meet you.
Anthony.
What's up,
How you doing,
boys?
pal?
I've seen you
The rest of the
on
crew.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I do my YouTube videos and
it's awesome.
and stuff. It's fun, you know. You fuck off a little bit here and there.
Kevin Farley?
How you doing?
Sit down, Norm.
Pleasure. Take a seat. I think we're kind of running out of seats. Take the couch right there.
Hilarious
special too, by the way.
that is nice.
Oh my God. Saw the special the other
We're
night.
not on the fucking
Oh
radio.
yeah. We do that.
Yes,
we just,
they're on-
you can
you're
say
on.
fucking. That's how we roll.
We're on the radio right now?
We just bring it in and let it roll. That's how that works.
I know, you're looking at the picture. Colin's looking at a picture of Hitler.
That's my room. I'm looking for different motifs.
That's your screensaver?
That's my screensaver.
I gotta put on my cans, man.
Jim Norton.
Yeah, we just saw
Jimmy Norton.
You can
see it. See, we like bringing everybody in at different times. The host of the show, the
This
guests.
is fun. I saw you guys on the YouTube, you know? I saw you and Jim and you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
On YouTube? Fun on the YouTube.
Yeah, you never watch fucking YouTube? What the
No,
fuck?
what's that? What's that?
Yeah, you watch the TV. This fucking guy.
I know,
He
TV.
doesn't know shit.
TV's like extinct now.
TV's for the old fuckers. I watch the YouTube, fucking face, all that shit.
Yes.
Hey, what about this new thing?
What's that?
No, it's called Colors. Have you heard about it?
Oh, we were just talking about
hey,
that.
I'm
a fan of colors. We were just talking about
Isn't
that.
that fucking weird? No, but it's only 150 yards.
Yeah.
People within 150 yards.
Yeah.
You got it yet? I don't know. It seems a little fucking weird.
It is weird.
Like a guy in your apartment building can,
Can see what you're doing depending on where he is.
Yeah, maybe you could figure out where a lady was, like looking at the layout of her apartment, and then maybe I don't know.
I think it'll come in handy for.
I don't know what it is.
I think it'll
You
come in
tell
handy
Colin
for,
what it is,
for
man.
football players on the field because it's 150 yards, so he pretty much covers the field, and
Yeah.
they could probably figure out what the other team's going to do
Yeah.
based on what they're doing with
That's
their
right.
color.
You don't watch a lot of football, right?
No, none at all.
150 yards.
Well, you know, you got to consider the end
Canadian
zone.
football.
I was considering the end zones.
Oh, okay, I got it.
You know, the
Still-
entire field.
You're still off, though,
a little bit. Why? How long are the end zones?
10, right?
It's got to be longer than 10.
No, it's not. It's got to clear. It's
In
that's clear.
Canadian football?
No.
No,
You got-
real football.
You got the
No.
100 yards, and then how wide is the
It
end
seems
zone?
about 10, right?
Yeah, let's go with a 10.
That's it?
So
Yeah.
you were off by 30 yards.
30. What about after there, but behind the end zone to the wall?
All right, now you're talking 150 yards.
What if they jump in the stands? Yeah, I've seen that happen. Give me a break.
Hold on, I got to get this up. So, Norm, you were on Saturday Night Live.
What a professional. Until Colin showed up.
I know. Colin took your gig.
He took my gig. He took my apartment.
Did he take the apartment too?
Yeah, I moved in the same building as Norm.
No, you really are a fuck.
Single white female.
No, there was one moment. Colin probably doesn't remember it, but I was walking to the elevator, and he was coming off the elevator. Do you remember that?
What do you mean? It happened all the time.
No, I know, but this was
Maybe a little more detail, Norm.
this was after, This was after I had left, and you had come on, and it was I don't know, it was poignant to me.
Sort of a changing of position.
You went to shake Norm's hand and he spit in your face. Do you remember that time?
No, Colin was awesome, though.
You didn't have any animosity towards Colin.
Not
after
towards
that.
Colin. No, I love Colin.
Now, I heard you were taken off of that show because the OJ situation.
Who knows? I don't think it was really.
You don't
that.
think that was it?
No, I don't really think it was.
Because you
that.
gave OJ a little guff, and most people were just treating him like a saint.
Yeah, but no, I don't. I know people
No?
said that and shit. But I think I think it was because I didn't get laughs all the time and shit. And like Oldmeyer was watching Leno, who would get laughs wall to wall every fucking
Yeah,
night.
but that isn't what it was about.
I know, but I can understand his point.
I kind of liked the delivery and the fucking very dry wit of that whole
Well,
thing.
the
And you're
problem is if
special.
one guy don't like you and he owns the cameras, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But I think it was also that Oldmeyer, when he actually would say something about like OJ, like, you know, if he got pissed, then Norm would just say, all right, fuck him, and do like 5 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other people would go like, hey, okay,
Yeah, like they'd
I'll
lay
keep
back.
my gig.
Yeah, we didn't listen to anybody. And also, I don't think also we were listening to people within Saturday Night Live, which was probably a mistake, too. You know, because Jim was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How about my impression of Jim that everybody hates?
Yeah.
I hate it, too.
How could they hate that? It's great.
It's right on the money.
I don't even know who it is. It sounds like him. It's perfect.
Hey, man, who got a comedy award? Anybody here?
Damn, I think one person did.
Huh? Who?
You?
I'm saying the Comedy Awards was a big...
No, the Comedy Awards. You don't know about the Comedy
It
Awards?
was a big event the other night.
Big event.
Well, I wasn't there.
The Lifetime Achievement Award, Tina Fey, I think.
No, Eddie.
Eddie Murphy.
Well, that...
No, what did Tina get? The Mark Twain Award.
Well, how do you get that one?
You have to be as good as Mark Twain.
That's a dumb fucking award name.
I was nominated for one, but I didn't get anything.
You didn't get Mark
No.
Twain?
Shut out of,
You weren't nominated for anything.
I was nominated
for special?
Shut out of most consecutive roast. I was nominated for. Fucking network.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't
Colin
like that
edged
network
you out?
very much.
Yeah. Thank you. I did edge him out. You were shut out of fucking roast without me.
Why are you screaming at me? If we both hate the same people, it's not each other.
Remember the time you two were getting in the elevator after that award show?
Colin, fucking,
award
why
show?
don't you do roast, man? That roast you did to Artie was fucking awesome.
Oh, because they don't fucking bring me on as roast.
Why?
I don't know.
They should.
You're
They'd
the
be very
king.
funny.
They don't bring Jimmy on either.
They always want the new people. Oh, hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. Right? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman,
girls.
hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies that they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
Semi-hot.
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
You got to
crazy
show a
shit.
lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with
Yeah,
little
yeah,
skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock and manipulating balls with your hand, and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Those are the funny ladies.
Wow. Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags. Or Roseanne, you know what I mean? Or,
no one was funny when they would have a comedian on, like, What's My Line or something like that. A comedian. They never called comedians. Now a chick can be called a comedian, but it was always a very funny. Whenever I'm at a club and I hear, let's give it up for a very funny comedian, I'm like, oh, it's time to take a piss. Time to take a fucking piss.
I tell you, man, you guys got to get this tape. I don't know if I ever show you this tape, but you know, everybody thinks they're edgy and all this shit. I got a fucking tape, a DVD, a CD of LaWanda Page. You know that?
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Aunt Esther.
Aunt Esther. This was from the fucking 50s or 40s or some shit, and she's in Harlem and doing the filthiest stuff. Like, really fucking funny. You can't even believe it.
You can almost
wash my ass.
You can almost imagine because Red Fox and
Peanut
her,
butter pussy.
obviously.
Right, what was that joke?
I'm sorry, son.
What was it? Joke
Red
about
Fox.
peanut butter pussy? What she had?
Oh, God.
Easy to spread, something like that.
Easy to spread.
Who, this LaWanda Page?
LaWanda Page, Aunt Esther.
Fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
I like Red Fox, and he told her he was going to slam her face into cookie dough and make gorilla cookies.
Yeah.
You can't say that anymore.
I saw him one time. He had a joke. He said, "Man, I take one of those." He goes, "I saw this lady. She's taking fuck."
It's all right. You got the voice right.
I can't remember. He goes, "This lady, she's taking the male hormones, and oh my God, she was an ugly lady. She had a hair all the way from her neck all the way down to her dick." That's not a good impression. No.
That works.
The joke's there.
Yeah, you're fucking special. I watched it the other night. It's hilarious.
Thanks,
fucking
man.
great. So good to see you back on TV like that.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. And
fun.
And the thing about you, I don't know what it is with that voice of yours. When I read your tweets, everybody that I talk to also reads them in Norm's voice. And it makes it that much funnier. Everybody started, during the Oscars, we all start tweeting our shit during the Oscars, past Oscars. And one of my buddies, Travis, actually retweeted and said, "You got to follow Norm MacDonald." I'm like, I didn't even know you were on and shit, so I started following you. And they were hilarious. Like the funny thing, when are you going to thank the computer? Every fucking tweet. When are you going to thank the computer? Just shit like that is stuff that no one else was tweeting. It's out of your mind shit.
I just found out about that Twitter shit.
It's great, and you got so many followers really quickly, and didn't have to pull a Charlie Sheen with it. It was just funny shit, man.
But when you go to hit the send, you fuck for a second. You go wait, like because it's just off the top of your head,
and it's right there, yeah. And
I don't do drugs or alcohol, thankfully, because I'm sure guys could really fuck up and say bad things.
They have. You know,
Louis C.K. has had to delete entire threads.
Oh my
of
God.
things he's Twittered.
The worst thing is too, and especially if you have a lot of
because
followers.
that's what he does, though. I mean,
but sometimes even I guess like he'll even feel bad about it and just go back and delete.
A lot of times, if you tweet something and you want to delete it, even a second later, if you have a lot of followers,
they got it.
It's already been retweeted, and you can't delete theirs. So if you got 10 followers and you write something about, hey, those Japanese people, by the way,
and then they can retweet it exponentially.
Yeah, and then it just goes on and on.
That shit was censorship, man. He made fun of nuclear breakdown. That's censorship.
You know, we should be able to talk about anything, man.
But
It's
how about the fact
America.
We keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after, yeah. We keep up with disaster. I'm thinking that
Norm's tweets, like some of them are not supposed to be funny. They're like profound, like poetic.
I deleted a lot of those. Because I'd read my responses, they go, you fucking asshole, you're funny. I'm like,
That's just it. You can't stop being like, if you're funny and then you got like a serious comment, like I would tweet some ridiculous shit, but then I'd go like, Obama gave a speech. Let me give a little feedback on what I believe of Obama. You racist, fucking conservative, fucking rich motherfucker.
Some people too fucking think it's serious. Like I tweeted one that I said my something, I don't know. I said like my father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. And then these people would fucking answer. They go like, "I'm so sorry." Like, closure takes a while. So I had to go. No, it was a joke. That's cool.
How does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke?
So
people are so stupid. That's something this whole thing has opened up, where you're kind of communicating with people you never would talk to or meet that don't understand what a sense of humor even is. So the responses you get sometimes like hey, I was like, hey, God, it's spring, but I'm looking outside and there's still a little snow on my back table. At least you're alive, motherfucker.
That was from a dead guy?
I'm getting tweets from the dead. I guess he had a loved one pass on. Perhaps a father that was brutally murdered a week ago.
I guess to sum it up, everybody's a critic, huh, guys?
Your special should have been called The Voice of Reason.
You're doing a sports show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now, I guess I didn't know you were that into sports, but then again, I don't know much about football.
I'm into sports a lot, but not enough to, like now I have to go on fucking like these sports
Yeah, you're
going
to be like the sports guy.
I don't know that much shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot about sports, but if you asked me like who won the Super Bowl 6 years ago, I'd have to really think about it.
Yeah, those are the sports guys that just know stats and shit.
So I have to go on these sports talk shows where they know everything, and then the fucking phone callers, what do you call them?
Phone call.
The listeners.
Fat guys in the basement.
Yeah. They know even more. So it's like, hey, what do you think of some guy you've never heard's like stats that year? So fucking...
Yeah, you're like
Frank Mahovlich.
I know Frank Mahovlich, the big M.
How do you know him?
You're throwing me softballs.
I have no idea what that's about.
He was a hockey player. He knows them. He knows
I only know things from the 70s.
So what's going to be the gist of this sports show? Is it
it's going to be like, just me doing jokes.
Oh, okay, about sports.
Yeah, about sports. But it's going to be accessible to people that don't know nothing about sports, too.
Oh, that's good. See, that's me.
The guest going to be on? The guest going to be on?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd come on.
Yeah, of course.
Colin.
I know everything about sports.
You do know sports.
Yeah, tell us when the 70s, I know.
Colin knows sports when, like, they wore leather helmets.
Yeah.
The good old days.
What do you know about sports, Colin? Give us some knowledge.
And ask me anything before 1973. I know everything, but after that, I don't know nothing.
Norm, go ahead, man.
Okay.
This is his audition.
Yeah.
I would ask.
I could be the announcer. Norm MacDonald.
How many
sports show?
How many? I guess I'd say how many World Series did Babe Ruth win?
5.
He was making the 3 thing. He goes 5.
Yeah, it was 3.
He won 1 with the Boston Red Sox.
It was 3.
As a pitcher.
He was a pitcher.
Yes.
No, he won 2 with the Yankees.
Boston Red. I'm talking about like 1968 to 73.
You have
5 years
to 73.
You stink at sports.
I'll give you an easy one.
All right.
Who was the quarterback on the Colts against
Johnny Unitas, Earl Morrall.
Against the Jets in '69.
Johnny Unitas, then Earl Morrall.
Who played in the Super Bowl?
Both of them. Johnny Unitas played like 5 minutes, and Earl Morrall played the rest of the game.
What happened to Johnny Unitas?
He was old.
Tendonitis.
He was 5 minutes older, and they had to take him out?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty impressive.
That is
pretty
impressive.
That you knew both.
Could be on Norm's show now.
You never saw that.
That's
game.
good.
That's
I
almost
never
a
saw that
trick
either.
question there. It's like a trick question. And you
Johnny-
gave me a trick answer because I had no fucking clue.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, that's why you said 2. I'm like, oh, 5 minutes, they took him out. I had no idea because he was old.
They brought him in like, symbolically.
Oh, like, hey,
no,
he's
they
playing.
brought him in at the end. That's what happened.
Oh.
Earl Morrall started, but then at the end, they're like, we're losing to the fucking AFC. And they
So who
let's put in
cares?
Johnny.
You're good, man. You haven't gained any weight or
Oh,
nothing.
thanks.
No, it's cool.
He looks the same.
Because we worked together in Boston. We did this movie.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a blast we
Yeah.
had.
We
We
had
did
fun.
Grown Ups.
Oh, Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Forgot you guys were in there.
The highest grossing picture
yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
It did make a lot of
Did
fucking
make a lot
money.
of cabbage.
You got any points on that one?
We didn't get any Maseratis. They
They
gave
got
Maseratis.
Maseratis, yeah.
They
Wow.
gave
Look at
out
the
Maseratis.
They gave
Salmon.
Rob Schneider, Sandler gave Rob Schneider, Rock, Spade, and Kevin James Maseratis. 4 guys that don't need them. Me and Norm need Maseratis.
What did you guys get?
iPods.
What did we get?
What did you get?
Nothing. We got Ugats.
No, what did you
we
get?
got-
He gave you
I thought
something.
you had a joke. We got
Oh, yeah, I
this
did have a
shit.
joke. I said they gave us a weekend. They gave us a zip car for the weekend. Nice setup. Yeah.
You guys work well together.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
we
see the
walk
magic.
around. We walk around Boston every day. We go shopping
Oh, yeah.
for clothes.
We
And
fucking whatever.
this son of a bitch. Every store we go into, it's like the nice part of Boston, Boylston Street.
Yeah.
You know? It's all these nice stores, so they know us.
I don't know. I've never dressed in my life. I don't know how to dress.
He dressed like a hip hop kid, like for like a 16-year-old black kid.
No, I just wear whatever's the loosest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Comfortable.
Do you not like your body? That's why I wear loose clothing.
I don't like my body at all.
I don't like anything that shows my body, my tits or my stomach or the side
No, I
fat.
hate it.
But you
try
seem to be in shape, Norm.
I'm
in
not
grand
in shape,
shape.
at all. No.
That's because you wear loose clothing.
You're not fat.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
This is weird because I was fucking skinny, right? And I go to the doctor and he says, "We're gonna measure your fat." I said, "No, man, I'm skinny. I don't need. What are you fucking measuring?"
I'll call
my
it
body
Dr.
fat?"
Man.
He checks.
He was Dr. Man.
He checks my butt. He goes, "No, you're fat." He goes, "You're both skinny and fat." Like he said,
fat.
basically like bones and fat. Like the muscle,
Wow.
there's no muscle there.
Oh.
So not a good combo. But anyways, he takes me shopping.
I take him shopping. Every store he goes in, he creates a fucking ruckus. They're like guys like we go to like metrosexual guys like
Metrosexual.
Would you like to
now,
go in
what,
the
don't you think if a person said you look metrosexual, isn't that the same fucking thing as saying you look gay?
Exactly.
What the fuck's the difference?
That's gay.
But then the guy's like, we're in like these nice stores, and the guy's like, hey, why don't you go in the back and take off your shirt? What?
I don't like showing
You
my
want me to
fucking
take
body.
my shirt? Hey, this guy wants me to take my shirt off. Starts screaming. Everybody that comes in the store is like, yeah, don't ask them to take their shirt off. Like,
No,
just
man.
accuse them of
I'm like
trying to
Jim,
sexually
I swear to
harass.
God, fucking so. When I was young, I was fucking skinny and shit. And when you're skinny, when you're a boy, people don't talk about that. They always say, well, fat girls have tough. But when you're fucking little or skinny as a boy, and people can beat you up, it fucking sucks.
So you didn't didn't take your shirt off even
I
as
would
a
wear,
kid?
this is how stupid I was when I was in grade 3 or 4, whatever. I'd wear 5 shirts over each other.
Just to look bigger?
Thinking was fooling.
Did you used to have to, in gym class, I know they used to play like shirts and skins.
Right.
And I hated that. And I was like, please make me a shirt. Because I, as a kid, didn't like fucking taking my shirt off either.
Yeah, you were probably thin.
Yeah, I was a very skinny kid and everything. And I was like, please, God. And then when they'd say skins, I'd be like, how can I get out of this?
Yeah.
And then I'd have to go, I got a stomach ache.
There's 2 kinds of dudes, you know? Like, there's ones where they can go through a shower and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Locker room,
Guy's
naked.
12 years old, fucking showering, got a hairy big cock.
Right. And, well, you know, 2 guys fucking a lady and all that stuff. I can't do that.
No. Norm played hockey with Gretzky when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Really?
But the funniest one was there. You got fucking hot stories. But there used to be a guy on the Philadelphia Flyers by the name of Dave the Hammer Schultz.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This guy was
He was an animal.
enforcer. Yeah. So when I was a little kid, you know, at the fucking where the Canadiens played, you know, at the Forum, I was back at fucking Schultz, you know, the big fucking bad Flyers and shit, you know. I couldn't find Bobby Clark, but Schultz was standing outside the bus with a big fur coat on, looked like from Slapshot or something. And so I ran up to him. I was a little kid. I'm like, hey, man, can I get your autograph, you know? And you're smoking a cigarette? He threw the cigarette at me.
Oh, shit.
It was so funny. And then I was traumatized, but then later on I was like, that's way cooler than getting an autograph.
Being burned.
Were you good at hockey, Norm?
I was. I pulled my tendon. I pulled my fucking tendon. You guys are young, man.
Well, not really.
A fellow like me.
Yeah.
Getting up there. Listen.
Did you have a shot?
Listen, as Colin Wells knows, I've seen more sunsets than I'm gonna see.
Oh boy.
No, but I tore my tendon, and this is the first time I've been immobile in my life because I still have this crazy competitive fucking thing where I'll play, you know, 20-year-old kids and pick up basketball and get the shit beat out of me, but I still think I'm young. But this was the first time I was immobile for about 3 or 4 months. If you guys ever get there, it's a fucking portal to the future. You go, holy fuck.
Yeah. No, I noticed those aches and pains that start coming up that you weren't there before.
All of us.
And you just kind of, now you got to work through them. And Louis C.K. talks about it too when he goes to the doctor and it's just like, oh, that's just, you know, oh, that's what it is. That's never going away, ever.
Exactly.
There's no cure for it. There's nothing. You got to live with it. And it's like, oh, great. That's just the beginning of the falling apart sequence.
You never my fucking cardiologist, 68-year-old man, he's like, you got to keep walking. He goes, at our age. I go, our age? Like that. And then I realized I think I am in his bracket compared to my kid, you know, who's 18. I'm not in his I'm closer to this 68-year-old.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever happens.
I talk about this in my new book, Perspectives.
That's good. But you wish you had you know what everybody fucking says? They're like, hey, man, I don't care. When I get to be 80, I'll just do heroin. That's everybody fucking says.
Right, yeah.
But I think when you get to be 80, you're like, oh, you're just scared the whole time. You're not going to do a heroin.
I noticed during your...
You're hoping young people don't fucking beat you up. Imagine you walking down the street, every fucking guy can beat every fucking guy and lady.
Just kick your ass.
Yeah. And they don't give a fuck about you. And you know, I saw an old guy. This is another thing. You ever notice this? You see a fucking old guy, like 80, fucking looks like a skeleton or some shit, right? In your stupid head, you don't think you're going to get like that.
No.
I don't know why, but...
And you think it's going to be just so... like long and something might change in science or something.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed on your special, you do have a lot of bits that are very funny, but like very dark as far as the death and growing old and disease and things like that. One of the funniest goddamn things you were saying was, you know, your odds of getting attacked by a terrorist are 1,000,001, but your heart attacking you. It's just somebody, your heart attacks you. The heart's not.
What are the odds of your heart attacking you?
Your
That was
heart
great.
attacking
I
you.
thought that was offensive.
It was very
Well, the
offensive.
people who've had heart attacks, Carl, it's a good
very
point.
offensive.
Funny to us.
Too soon.
But like, where is that? Like, where are you as far as that goes? Are you authentically petrified of the end or of falling apart? Which
I
isn't
mean,
it?
I shouldn't think about it as much as I do.
You
but
do? Do you lay there?
I go fucking. I get a lot of tests done.
Do you? Yeah,
Like my
make sure
dad-
everything's cool. Your cholesterol.
This happened
and-
to me one time. Because, like, people say, oh, you're a hypochondriac and shit. But I'm like, no, fuck, that's not it. It's like the only chance you got is early detection. That's all you got. And so I used to go to the Mayo Clinic, you know, in Rochester,
Sure.
Minnesota, every year. And I would have, this is what I would do. Because I don't, this is what doctors do. They'll just fucking, you go, hey, I got a cough. That's probably a cold.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just brush everything off, especially if they know
That's
you're
what
a
they told
hypochondriac.
Jim Henson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So what I would do is I'd go to this is what happened to me. I went to Rochester Mayo Clinic, and I would exaggerate all my symptoms. So I go to the stomach guy. He goes, "What do you got?" I go, "I fucking shitting blood." I'm coughing up blood. He go, "Holy fuck!" So he'd give me a full thing. I wanted to make sure I got a full thing. So every fucking guy, blood was coming out of my nose and ears and my asshole and everything. So anyways. Just so I get a full, clean bill of health. So I did, and then that's when I'm most happy, is just when I'm walking out of that place.
Now, how long does that last?
Doesn't last long, because obviously,
Something can pop up.
2 days later, the fucking thing can start. But then, a fucking 6 months later, I decided, I never had insurance before, so I decided to get, like, life insurance. Couldn't get it, right? So I was like, holy fuck, because sometimes they mix up files and shit. I said, I must have something wrong with me.
Oh, no.
And so I fucking said, why the fuck can't I get, and nobody will accept me for life insurance. Anyway, it turns out that the life insurance people are privy to all the doctor's notes.
Oh, so you were
they
saying...
got the doctor's notes. Even though I had a clean bill of health, they go, this guy's shitting blood, fucking blood everywhere, you know.
I can insure this motherfucker.
Yeah. So they said he must have some unknown disease.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So it took me a long time, and then finally I had to get that fucking Ed McMahon life insurance. I like those guys. They're like, hey, man, will nobody fucking give you life insurance on account of you're fucking old and sick and going to die? Here, we'll give it to you, $1 a month.
If you're 65 or older, you can get term life insurance.
Yeah.
And then it says doesn't kick in for 3 years, premiums, you know. And
plus, imagine if you're the fucking guy that's asked to do that commercial.
And it's like, and no medical tests. We won't ask any medical questions.
Imagine you're an actor, like you're fucking like Robert Wagner, and you know that's you know, like, hey man, do you think about death every fucking day like me? Did you never fucking think of taking care of your family at any point?
Until right now when you're on your deathbed?
Until now?
Holy shit, man. Yeah, I did notice during the special there were a lot of those things, but you make them fun. It's very rare that you could use the word cancer in a bit and actually make it funny.
It was just, yeah. No, I'm not like, that's not what I talk about in stand-up. That was just a certain period of time.
No, that's what
when
I mean. You know, it's
thinking about shit like that.
Do you, I noticed because I'm very bad with me being alone with my own thoughts at night. A lot of times if I'm just in a quiet room without the TV on, like I'll just think too much to go to sleep.
Yes.
And it could be anything. It could be like, oh, there's a kind of a program I want to maybe work on tomorrow on the computer.
Yeah.
Or it could be, hey, I wonder when I'll die.
Yeah.
You know, and that, so I like having the TV on just for that. Are you good with your own thoughts, just laying there in the quiet?
I'm no good.
No?
I try to, because, you know, you try something to get off the whatever the fuck you'd use to quiet your mind, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's booze or whatever the fuck, pills, whatever it is. But I try meditation, try that, you know. To me, it worked the opposite. Like I'm sitting in a room of people, they go, just close your eyes. They go, thoughts will happen. No fucking kidding. Racing hellish thoughts, you know. And then the guy's like, just let them go. I'm like, ah. And then you open your eyes, you look at some other fuckers right beside you. Yeah. And I tried it 3 times. I could never get to any place of quiet.
No, I need a lot of distractions, and I could still operate and work. Like I could make myself, you know, go to sleep, or if I'm working on a computer or something. I'm good with the TV on or something like that.
Yeah.
But I need
You
this
need
constant
distraction.
little distraction, because if you're just left alone to your own devices, your thoughts will turn horrid.
I stumped a fucking psychiatrist once. I said to the guy, because I was fucking gambling all the time, shit, right? I had a gambling addiction. I'm over it now, but shit. But he said,
I bet you're not.
That's a good one. He almost lost everything.
Yes, Chipperson is very funny.
But he said, the psychiatrist, he said, you're using gambling, you're fixating on gambling in order to escape your real thoughts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, isn't that why you do everything in life? And literally, I stumped him.
He had no answer.
He was like, and then he recovered and tried to make it. But isn't that why you do everything?
Yes.
So you're not sitting at home
just thinking
about
what was
what's
your,
really going to happen to us?
where it all ends. What was your gambling poison there? What did you enjoy?
Sports is the worst.
gambling.
Yeah, sports is the worst.
You aren't a casino guy, or
no? I did everything, but sports was the one that you think you can pick. You know what I mean? You delude yourself into going. You've sports gambled.
I've never sports gambled.
Oh, really? In your life?
Well, maybe once I got that slip and I knew nothing and I filled shit out and some guy I could have won.
What about you?
A little bit, yeah. Not like you. I've heard the Norm stories.
I'm blackjack guy.
Oh yeah. I play blackjack.
I love blackjack.
What was your biggest loss? Do you talk about it?
Nah.
Not really, huh?
Nah.
I don't blame you.
A lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, you're over it though.
I did a stupid thing one time.
Okay, he's ready to talk.
This was my big statement I threw over at Atlantic City on the boardwalk. I threw 60,000 into the ocean.
What? No way.
Yeah, to quit. That was my thing. I'm going to quit.
Why didn't you just quit and keep the 60?
It was supposed to be like I felt like I was in a movie.
Wow.
That was a symbolic kind of a thing. Like, was it money or chips?
No, it was money.
It was money?
Holy shit.
I said chips, and he goes, what's that?
Wait, so you threw 60 grand, because you had a moment where you're like, this is cleansing, this is like, to the ocean, I committed.
The same way a drug addict would throw his drugs into the ocean.
Right.
How long after it left your hand did you regret it?
I regretted it pretty good.
See, I would have thrown the fucking dealer into the... That's how I would get over it. Those stone-faced idiots.
I'm surprised that people, like dealers, don't get...
Killed.
Yeah.
It really is amazing because they can piss you off. I've seen dealers do things where it's like, where in succession, where you're like, all right, look, I'm finally getting good cards. I'm pulling 20s out here. And the dealer's consistently showing a dumb 4 or a 3, and that 7, 8 pops up, and here's the ever-present picture card. Or anytime like they're dealing around, and I'm like, okay, king, and now they go around for the second one, 4. But whenever you see them showing a picture card, that down card, it's always a face card or an ace.
Every time.
Insurance.
Is that your game? That's your game?
Yeah, I have yelled. I've gotten to the point where the guy, my security guy, Keith the cop, had to get a pillow and bring it down because I was turning around and punching him in the shoulder so hard when they would pull this bullshit on me. And I was yelling where, like, the floor guy would come over and go, hey, Mr. Cooney, you're going to have to keep it down. Because I'm just like, yeah, you motherfucker, fuck! So the pillow...
Don't people recognize you?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, it's humiliating.
And I would also use the pillow to bury my face and go like, and I have to tell the dealer, look, it's not you personally.
Yeah.
It's the cards. I'm yelling.
You reacted to an ace of diamonds the way most people react to a rape.
Yeah.
Screaming into a pillow.
Well, I fucking had an 11 and I doubled down, and you're throwing fucking, you got almost 30 grand out there, and they give you an ace. Dude, I never get an ace.
It's funny when you see a famous guy. There used to be a guy, a weatherman here in New York named Spencer Christian.
Oh, yeah, I remember Spencer
ABC, Good Morning America. I think he also wrote, I think he was a smart guy or some shit. But anyways, I seen him in the casino at the Trump, you know, and you can spot a compulsive gambler. Like,
oh, yeah.
His eyes are... And he's on a bad roll. It's that kind of roll where you keep leaving the tables, and they're like, better luck next time. You know, that kind of shit. And he's just the next table, and he's putting money. Everything's losing, you know, and he's just saying, anyway, this big, fat fucking family from Ohio. They go, there's that weatherman.
Oh, no, you don't want to talk to anybody.
No. So they're taking a picture, and he's like this.
Shut up and deal.
Oh, man.
Oh, exactly. I hear you.
And the other fucking horrible thing is you'll, like, lose money. You walk away from a table, a fucking craps table, right? Down like 35 fucking thousand. And as you walk away, some motherfucker goes, yeah, it's like $2 for us.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
right.
not,
It's
asshole.
not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Can we move you over one seat
Well,
to
actually,
where Colin is?
Oh, Brock Lesnar is here.
I'm here. Norm has to go.
Oh, you have to leave?
Your people.
Norm's a busy man.
Your people are telling us that you have to go.
Can we
if you want to stay, it's up to you.
Quick break?
You run. We start with
Is that
the
away?
few minutes. I'll
Yeah,
talk
go,
to Brock.
go,
you
go.
run.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to.
Norm and Brock will sit there, and if you can stay, you can stay. If not,
I want to get a picture of Norm.
take your thing off. No, give your thing on.
Could you snap a picture?
Brock, come sit.
Hey, Brock, come on over. It's just a busy day.
Yeah, they snuck in.
Someone show Brock where he is.
Brock's right here. Oh, he's waiting for the picture.
Okay, all right.
Finally meet you guys, man.
All right.
Colin, you're out of here too. Later, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Colin Quinn, Long Story Short, premieres on HBO a week from Saturday at 10 p.m. See you soon, Kyle.
Hi, Melinda. That's your ex?
Yeah.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Schimmel?
Here you go, buddy.
Where'd Colin go?
Colin just ran out.
Fucking mess. I love it.
It's a clusterfuck.
Norm's just.
Around. Colin, where you going?
We actually are on the air.
Hi, Brock. How are you?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Thanks for coming in.
You know Norm MacDonald behind you, just so you know the people. That's Norm.
Colin Quinn and Norm MacDonald.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Go somewhere? Good.
I'll be back. I'm just.
Ant's just taking a lot of pictures.
All right, can they do it out? They can do it outside, right? Can they take the pictures outside? Oh my God! All right, we're taking pictures. Brock Lesnar, you really walked into a clusterfuck, but we're happy that you're here. Thanks for coming.
Morning.
Yeah, thanks for doing our show. It wasn't easy to get you on the show.
Yeah,
I'm happy to do it.
What time did you get up this morning?
Way too fucking early. You text me that you're coming down.
Can we do this outside? Can we everybody do this outside, please? I'd like to fuck with everybody, but Norm.
Nice to meet you.
I love you, Norm. Good seeing you, buddy. I'm happy you're here. But, no, I love you very much, actually.
Because he loves Brock Lesnar more.
Because I'm happy Brock is here, and people are doing a photo session in the fucking booth.
Don't wear it out.
We knew this would be a clusterfuck.
That's all right.
I want to ask him about the 50,000 he lost on a home run, but next time. Norm MacDonald was great on the show today.
Oh, yes, he was.
Holy shit. Brock,
All
sorry.
right, Brock is here.
Sorry, Brock.
All right, now we are ready.
Yes.
For Brock Lesnar.
Colin-
Yeah, he doesn't
Colin
like that
edged
network
you out?
very much.
Yeah. Thank you. I did edge him out. You were shut out of fucking roast without me.
Why are you screaming at me? We both hate the same people. It's not each other.
Remember the time you two were getting in the elevator after that award show?
Colin, fucking, yeah, why don't you do roast, man? That roast you did to Artie was fucking awesome.
Oh, because they don't fucking bring me on as roast.
Why?
I don't know.
They should.
You're the
You'd be very
king.
funny.
They don't bring Jimmy on either.
They always want the new people. Hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. Right? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman,
girls.
hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies. That they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
Semi-hot.
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
You got to
crazy
show a
shit.
lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with
Yeah,
little
yeah,
skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock
Yeah.
and manipulating balls with your hand, and and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Those are the funny ladies.
Wow.
Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags. Or Roseanne, you know what I mean? Or,
no one was funny when they would have a comedian on, like, and the fucking very dry wit of that whole thing.
The problem is, if one guy don't like you and he owns the cameras, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But I think it was also that Ohlmeyer, when he actually would say something about, like, OJ, like, you know, if he got pissed, then Norm would just say, all right, fuck him, and do, like, 5 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other people would go like, hey, okay,
Yeah, like
I'll keep my gig.
Yeah, we didn't listen to anybody. And also, I don't think we were listening to people within Saturday Night Live, which was probably a mistake, too. You know, because Jim was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How about my impression of Jim that everybody hates?
Yeah. I hate it, too.
How could they hate that? It's great.
It's right on the money.
I don't even know who it is. It sounds like him.
It's perfect. Hey, man, who got a comedy award? Anybody here?
Damn, I think one person did.
Huh? Who?
You?
I've
saying the comedy awards was a big...
No, the comedy awards. You don't know about the comedy
It
awards?
was a big event the other night.
Big event.
Well, I wasn't there.
The Lifetime Achievement Award, Tina Fey, I think.
No, Eddie.
Eddie Murphy.
Well, that...
Now, what did Tina get? The Mark Twain Award.
Why How do you get that one?
You have to be as good as Mark Twain.
that's a dumb fucking award name.
I was nominated for one, but I didn't get anything.
You didn't get Mark?
No.
You were nominated for anything.
I was nominated
for special?
Shut out of most consecutive roast. I was nominated for. Fucking network.
What if they jump in the stands?
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Give me a break.
Hold on, I gotta get this. So, Norm, you were on Saturday Night Live.
What a professional. Until Colin showed up.
I know. Colin took your gig.
He took my gig. He took my apartment.
Did he take the apartment, too?
Yeah, I moved in the same building as Norm.
No, you really are a fuck.
Single white female.
No, there was one moment. Colin probably doesn't remember it. But I was walking to the elevator, and he was coming off the elevator. Do you remember that?
What do you mean? It happened all the time.
No, I know, but this
Maybe a little more detail.
This was
time you took the elevator.
This was after I had left, and you had come on, and it was I don't know, it was poignant to me.
Sort of a changing of position.
You went to shake Norm's hand and he spit in your face. Do you remember that time?
No, Colin was awesome, though.
You didn't have any animosity towards Colin.
Not towards Colin. No, I love Colin.
Now, I heard you were taken off of that show because the OJ situation.
Who knows? I don't think it was really.
You don't think that was it?
No, I don't really think it was.
Because you gave OJ a little guff, and most people were just treating him like a saint.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know people said that and shit. But I think, I think it was because I didn't get laughs all the time and shit. And like Ohlmeyer was watching Leno, who would get laughs wall to wall every fucking night.
Yeah, but that isn't what it was about.
I know, but I can understand his point.
I kind of liked the delivery.
That was it. Yeah, you watch the TV. This fucking guy.
I know.
TV's no shit.
TV's like extinct now.
TV's for the old fuckers. I watch the YouTube, fucking face, all that shit.
Yes.
Hey, what about this new thing?
What's that?
No, it's called Colors. Have you heard about it?
Oh, we were just talking about that.
I'm a fan of Colors.
We were just talking about
Isn't
that.
The picture weird? No, but it's only 150 yards.
Yeah.
People within 150 yards.
Yeah.
You got it yet?
I don't know. It seems a little fucking weird.
It is weird.
Like a guy in your apartment building can see,
can see what you're doing depending on where he is.
Yeah, maybe you could figure out where a lady was, like looking at the layout of her apartment, and then maybe I don't know.
I think it'll come in handy for.
I don't know what it is.
I think it'll come in handy
what it is,
for
man.
football players on the field because it's 150 yards, so he pretty much covers the field, and they could probably figure out what the other team's going to do based on what they're doing with their color.
You don't watch a lot of football, right?
No, none at all.
150 yards.
Well, you got to consider the end zone.
Football.
I was considering the end zones.
Oh, okay, I got it.
The entire field.
You're still off, though, a little bit.
Why? How long are the end zones?
10, right?
It's got to be longer than 10.
No, it's not. It's got to clear. It's
Canadian football?
No.
No, real football.
You got the 100 yards, and then how wide is the end zone?
It seems about 10, right?
Yeah, let's go with a 10.
That's it?
So you were off by 30 yards.
30. What about after there, but behind the end zone to the wall?
All right, now you're talking 150 yards.
Like what the mind of a comic and what makes them like that? Well, we're done with you. There he is. Norm.
Did you get my fucking text about your show?
No.
I love it. We're on the air. It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's good. They're greeting each other.
Oh, hey,
Norm
nice to meet
MacDonald,
you.
Anthony.
What's up, boys? I've seen you on
Rest of the
YouTube
crew.
a lot.
Oh, yeah. I do my YouTube videos and
it's awesome.
and stuff. It's fun, you know. You fuck off a little bit here and there.
Kevin Farley?
How you doing?
Sit down, Norm.
Take a seat. I think we're kind of running out of seats. Take the couch right there.
Hilarious special, too, by the way.
That is nice.
Oh, my God. Saw the special the other night.
We're not on the fucking
Oh,
radio.
yeah. We do that.
Yes,
You can say fucking. That's how we roll.
We're on the radio right now?
We just bring it in and let it roll. That's how that works.
I know, you're looking at
the picture.
Colin's looking at a picture of Hitler.
That's my room. I'm looking for different motifs.
That's your screensaver?
That's my screensaver.
I gotta put on my cans, man.
Jim Norton?
Yeah, we just saw
Jimmy Norton.
You can see it.
See, we like bringing everybody in at different times. The host of the show, the
This
guests.
is fun. I saw you guys on the YouTube, you know? I saw you and Jim and you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
On YouTube. Fun on the YouTube.
Yeah, you never watch fucking YouTube? What the fuck?
In a highly unusual ruling, the California State Supreme Court declared this week that O.J. Simpson attorney Alan Dershowitz is, quote, one ugly bastard. Meanwhile, Simpson Dream Team attorney Alan Dershowitz was back in the news this week, and good Lord is he ugly. Take a look at the guy. I mean, this is an ugly, ugly guy. No two ways about it. An ugly character. All right. It was reported this week that Simpson prosecutors Marsha Clark and Chris Darden often passed sexually explicit notes back and forth at the trial. Notes which discussed each other's, quote, turn-ons. And according to the notes, both Darden and Clark are turned on by the same freakish thing, Alan Dershowitz. Last week at a dramatic press conference about the crash of TWA Flight 800, ABC News correspondent Pierre Salinger displayed a document which he believes is proof that the jet was shot down by a U.S. Navy missile. Later, he proudly showed reporters his solid gold Rolex that he bought on the street for just $15. That's one ugly bastard, isn't it? Washington Power to some Mary Madeline and James Carville are expecting their first baby in July. No one knows if the baby will be a Democrat or a Republican, but doctors are sure of one thing. It will be weird looking. Leona Helmsley fired a maid this week for stealing her Victoria's Secret lingerie. And you think she looks hot here, huh? Imagine, if you would, with the... This week, President Clinton made history when he nominated Madeleine Albright to be first female Secretary of State. Responding to critics who say that she is not the best choice, the president insisted, quote, she looks a lot better after a couple of drinks. Meanwhile, Republican hopeful Phil Gramm says that Bob Dole should not get the nomination because he backed President Clinton's plan to send troops to Bosnia. Dole responded that Graham should not be nominated for president because, well, look at him. Take a gander at the fella. Incidentally, Ms. Maston will be represented in her civil suit by feminist attorney Gloria Allred, who is also quite unattractive. No box of chocolates, that one. The most famous vineyard in France, Chateau Mouton Rothschild, has been getting complaints about a new wine label which features a sketch of a naked woman. It should be noted, however, that the sketch is of Sally Jesse Raphael. You don't want to see, nobody wants to see that. For the 5th year in a row, People magazine has named John F. Kennedy Jr. one of its 50 most beautiful people. Meanwhile, Big Red Nose magazine has named Ted Kennedy one of its 50 faces most ravaged by drink. Former Interior Secretary James Watt was indicted this week for still having a large light bulb-shaped head. To discourage worship of the Dalai Lama, the Chinese government has banned all photos of the exiled Tibetan leader, except for this photo from the 70s. And filmmaker Ken Burns announced that following his baseball series, his next documentary project will be a 12-hour, 8-part history of the dorky haircut. The first deaf Miss America, Heather Whitestone, was crowned last week in Atlantic City. Although completely deaf, she is an expert lip reader. Personally, I don't think she's that pretty, you know. Not my cup of tea. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. Senator Strom Thurmond, at 94, the oldest person ever to serve in Congress, has been hospitalized this week with a bout of the flu. Doctors who examined the senator thoroughly got kind of nauseous. No matter how hard he tries not to, House Speaker Newt Gingrich just continues to scare the bejesus out of little kids. In a recent interview, tenor Luciano Pavarotti says that he is so in love with his new girlfriend that he likes to run nude on the beach with her. Read all about this in this month's issue of Things That Make Me Vomit. That picture makes me vomit as well. A new development in the Marv Albert story. This week, his accuser, Vanessa Perhatch, decided to go public, allowing news agency to print her name and picture. Following the publications of the photograph, legal experts were left wondering, who was the real victim? Not easy on the eye. Well, it's official. Sportscaster Marv Albert, convicted last month on assault and battery charges, will serve no jail time. But the big story was outside the courthouse, where the second accuser from his trial, Patricia Maston, showed her face in public for the first time. This new development had legal experts asking once again, who was the real victim here?
It's been a while, and I still like the way you look at me. Because I keep loving.
A celebrated Hollywood cosmetic surgeon, whose clients include Michael Jackson, Phyllis Diller, and Joan Rivers, has been accused of fondling patients while they were under anesthesia. The case has legal experts wondering, who is the real victim here? This week, a milestone in rock music. R.E.M. drummer Bill Berry has announced that he is quitting the band. Berry, who has been with R.E.M. for 17 years, says the decision to leave was entirely mutual between himself and his giant eyebrow. They talked it over and they decided it was best for both of them. An extremely rare albino lobster found recently in Maine will not end up on a dinner table, but will instead live out its days in a private aquarium. The lobster has already been flown from Casco Bay to Texas, where it will be lovingly cared for by rock legend Johnny Winter. Finally, in entertainment news, there are rumors that actor Don Johnson is dating 71-year-old San Francisco socialite Denise Hale. An observer who spotted the couple necking in a restaurant will have trouble getting an erection for the rest of his life.
And there was a story you had told about your father and Bill Cosby on David Letterman. Do you think you could share that with us here right now?
I remember that. Yeah, that was when I opened for Bill Cosby.
Right.
You want me to tell you the story?
Yeah, tell the story. It was terrific.
No, I opened for Bill Cosby at this college. So there's 100,000 people at the college. You know, it's the University of Oklahoma. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, for sure. Like 100,000 people to see your show, Norm, or just?
No, to see Bill Cosby.
Oh, to see Bill Cosby.
I was opening for him.
Oh, okay.
So, it's a football stadium, So they have this little tiny, stage, and so I went up there, and I had my suit on and everything. And then I talked, and no one laughed. Like, they were all just talking to each other. I don't think they even noticed me on stage, And they didn't mind that I was on stage, but they they didn't boo or anything. I don't even think they saw me. So I finished my thing, and then I got off, and Bill Cosby came up, and he was wearing, and he talks just in little. He talks he doesn't use full sentences. So he said, "Why?" I was wearing a suit. He goes, "Why this suit? Suit," or something like that. So I said, "No, I was trying to show the respect." Bill Cosby goes, "College, wear the sweatshirt and the pants." So he just had a sweat suit on. So, anyways, he says this shows you how good Cosby is. He's like. He was asking the girl, from the student union or whatever. He goes, "What's going on here?" So she goes, "Well, next week we're playing Tulsa, and it's a big game." So then he goes on stage and he goes, "We're playing Oklahoma State." He goes, "Oklahoma State!" So everyone cheers, right? Then he goes, "Tulsa!" Then everyone boos. And then he says it slower. He goes, "Oklahoma State!" Then everyone goes crazy. He goes, "Tulsa!" He does this 6 times, and the audience is going insane by the end of it, cheering and booing. And then at the end he goes, "Next week I'll be playing Tulsa, and I'll be doing that bit in reverse." Then he laughs. Everyone laughs. So then they loved him. They didn't even notice I was on stage. And so anyway, then the show ends. And then I'm talking to him, and I was telling him, because when I grew up, my dad and I would listen to Bill Cosby albums. He would love Bill Cosby, my dad. So I said, "My dad loves you." He goes, "Where's your dad live?" And I said, "Ottawa." He goes, "Ottawa." And then he turns to his manager guy that was with him, and he goes, "Maury, aren't we playing in Ottawa? When? I thought the schedule..." So then the guy goes, "Yeah." He goes, "We're doing it in August." He goes, "Yes, take the man's name down, and we will..." And so then he says, "I will meet with your father, take him back, and we will speak. And I will put him in the front, because he will like to be, and then after, and so just put the number down on the paper." So then, I go to write the number down, and it occurs to me that my father's dead. So, but I don't want to say that to Bill Cosby, So I just write down any fucking number. I just write the area code and then 7 digits. So that's the story. So then later, a couple of months go by, and this also shows you the power of a guy like Bill Cosby. I was doing some lame thing on the Drew Carey show, I was supposed to be a lawyer or something for one episode of the Drew Carey show. So I'm on the Drew Carey show. I'm rehearsing, and the lady runs up and she goes, "Bill Cosby's on the phone." So I go, "What?" So I go and I answer the phone, and it's there, I swear. It's Bill Cosby. So I go, "Hello?" He goes, "Your father does not answer at the phone." I phoned the number, and the phone rang, and it then another voice came that was a machine, and it was a person saying that the number was not used by a person and all this, so I'm like, instead of just telling him, I just said, "No, that's the number." That was all. I didn't know. It was impossible for me to say. But, so anyway, that's the story. And then I told that story on Letterman once, and I guess Cosby saw it, and then the next day this was when I was working at Saturday Night Live. The next day, I went to my office, and there was like 300 like things of flowers. There was flowers like everywhere in my office. And then and then about 5 days later, like I found there was a little tiny card on one of the flowers, and it said, I hate to be the one to break. I'm doing his voice, but it said, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but your father is long since dead. So that's the story. God damn, that was a long story.
But it was good. It was good. Have you had any contact with Dr. Cosby since then, Norm?
The doctor, yeah, Dr. William H. Cosby, ED.
Yeah, that's him.
No, I've never talked to Bill Cosby since then. But I love that guy.
That's so amazing. And it was a great impression too. If I don't mind saying that, really, are we going to see lots of impressions from you when you're here in Calgary? And
oh yeah, no.
Little one, you've been away so long, and I need you now more than forever. More than forever.
You know, I had maybe the greatest Bill Cosby story ever.
Really?
And now it's not in the top 10,000. Because I'll tell people the story.
Right.
And then I'll constantly be interrupted by, and then did he rape you? I'm like, he didn't ever rape me. It had nothing to do with the story.